All right, everyone. Welcome back to Code Cleric. My name is Asad Anjum. I'm joined as always by Landen Hansen. And Landen, we've been doing this podcast for like a year now. This is pretty sick. So it's like, bi-weekly schedule. This is probably like episode 26, right? Like it's... I haven't checked. I didn't check the episode doc, but there's a...
Dude, I don't even know what episode it is.
Shit. We're on episode 10. 10. We got a solid 10 out there. Yeah, we didn't even hit on
double
half
digits.
Of the... Yeah, let's go.
Let's go.
I don't know if you feel the same way, but I hate the bi-weekly. Like I hate just like the term bi-weekly, because why does it mean both like once every 2 weeks and also twice a week? Why are there not two words for that?
Well, when it comes to bi-weekly, I usually think there's just like I usually associate bi-weekly with liking men one week and liking women the other week.
I was gonna say the same. You piece of shit. You piece of shit, dude. That was gonna be my big joke at the end of all this.
To be fair. That's such low-hanging fruit. It's crazy.
Oh, come
like
on,
a toddler
man.
could have thought of that, man.
Oh, yeah, of course. I mean, definitely. But I was like, well, it's bi-week. I was going to make a joke about how little we're posting. And I was like, well, I was literally sitting in bed. Dude, it's Sunday. It's storming outside. We're recording this, by the way, like when the big old storm is passing through everywhere.
Everywhere.
I was, yeah. Is it not everywhere? I thought it was everywhere. Well, like,
well, I mean,
North America.
well, there's the storm, but also there's like a bigger storm. Kind of like a. You catch my drift.
Okay.
You know what I mean, right? Yeah, things are not well.
Oh my gosh, yeah.
Yeah, things are not very good. But hey, Code Cleric is here. We're back.
We're going to make all the boo-boos go away. Yeah.
Oh yeah.
It's gonna be great. This is so recording during that time. It's Sunday. I got like one of my first free weekends in a long time. I just put out my video. I'm chilling. So I'm gonna be real with you, Landon. I was in bed until about 2 p.m. I was just like laying there. I got up probably around 11, and I was just there. I was like glued to my bed for 3 hours, and I was like, man, I got to come up with like an intro. And I was like, pick bi-weekly, yeah, men, woman, whatever.
I'm right there with you, bro. I woke up at 12, and that was a huge mistake because I had to clean today. Like Sundays are my big cleaning day. I clean everything, the entire apartment, and so I did that, and then I was like, fuck. I forgot to like finish up my notes last night, and I'm also starving. I haven't eaten anything all day, so like literally an hour before we recorded, I like went out. Went to Pepper Jack's Grill. I don't know if you know what Pepper Jack's is, but some good stuff.
No idea.
It's just like Philly cheesesteaks, rice bowls, all that kind of good stuff.
Ooh, nice.
So I got a chicken rice bowl. It's delicious. Scarfed that down so fast. I never ate as fast as I possibly did. I've never eaten so fast before in my life. And then, yeah, I was like scrambling to kind of like set up everything. That I forgot how long it takes to set up everything. And I was God damn it, dude, I'm going to be late to this. And then lo and behold, the late one was actually you.
Just so happened to be. Well, to be fair, I moved. If we had started at the original time, it probably would have been fine. But within those 30 minutes that you made us delay, I was like, damn, now I'm hungry. I heated some stuff. I'm so jealous of you that you have something like that nearby. I was complaining to you about this yesterday, but the only thing near me is a Dunkin' Donuts. And every time I eat at Dunkin' Donuts, I feel like years are being taken off my life. Like I was bound for like 90 plus when I first moved to this apartment. And now I'm like, if I make it to 60, it's a dub at this point. With how much Dunkin' is running through my system. Oh my God, it's disgusting. I hate it. I hate it so much, and I have it all the time because it's the only thing that's close to me. And whatever.
Yeah, no, we didn't have a Dunkin' Donuts when I was growing up in town. And so when I went to Dunkin' Donuts for the first time in Florida, and I was like, that's fine.
Yeah, it's so bad. It's really bad. I really don't like it. And there's every single time I go back to Canada, legitimately the first thing I do and the last thing I do, and basically every day in between, is go to Tim Hortons. As so many people from back there have told me, like, Tim Hortons fell off, it's not the same, it's this, it's that, it's whatever. It's like, sure, maybe the quality of coffee is not quite the same, but it's nowhere near as bad as the stuff that you get over. I still love going there and grabbing a nice old ice cap. You know, we should plan a trip up to the Great White North at some point. I can introduce you to my culture.
Dude, plan a trip. I'm thinking of moving. I'm not kidding.
Oh yeah,
I'm like,
hell yeah, dude.
I'm set on leaving here, bro. This is abandoned shit, man.
We'd love you up in Canada. You'd have a great time.
I'd love it too.
You know what?
Actually, it's probably like basically the same thing, except less anxiety ridden.
Yeah, I would put you. You would do well in like the New Brunswick, Nova Scotia region. Like, it's far east. It's like really idyllic and quiet and nice. Maybe I don't know. Do you want like a big city? Do you ever?
You know, I'm like, I'm switching all the time, man. I'm like, I love the city. I want to walk. I want to be in a city I could just walk and do stuff. And then I'm sleeping at night and I hear cars and trains and shit. And I'm just like, take me out to the country, bro. Like, I need to.
I thought you were going to say, take me out. Just shoot me in the back.
Just put a pillow over my face and like a couple of caps. And like, that's totally fine with me. But no, like, I'm like, I don't know. I want to live in a town. I kind of do live in a town where it's just like, yeah, there's city, but you can also just drive out 30, 40 minutes and then be in kind of countryland.
Nice. Countryland. Yeah. That's kind of similar to like I grew up in Calgary, which like the more I go and meet people, I'm realizing like how beautiful Calgary is, and like people specifically go out of their way to like go to Alberta, go to Calgary, go to Banff, go to Lake Louise, like that surrounding area that was literally just like a short drive away from us. And like it's crazy to me because people know like Banff more than they know Calgary, but to us it was like just some like random little place like 45 minutes out from our house. It was just like this small little town. And now I like go everywhere. I'm like, I'm from Calgary, and they're like, what are you even, that's not a place. What are you talking about? And I'm like, it's like right by Banff. And they're like, oh yeah, the town with 20 people. I was like, it's weird, but.
That's very strange.
Yeah. Anyways, listen, we did a little bit of rambling there at the beginning, but we haven't been here in a while. I wanted to catch up with you, Landen. We're going to be talking, quite a bit. There's a few things that we want to get to. Obviously, we want to talk about what we're playing at the end of this. You are hijacking my patented indie corner that everyone knows and loves. So that's going to be super fun.
Everyone.
But exactly, everyone around the globe, people know. But before we get to all that, this is our first episode of 2026, a solid month into the year, and there's been a bit of an emergency, Landen, and we had to step in. Because, unfortunately, it has come to my attention that the entirety of the Game Awards 2025 was completely fake. Every single thing that you saw, it was a Geoff Keighley hologram. Nobody was in the audience. It was completely fake.
Wait.
It was all...
Wait. No Highguard?
Unfortunately, no. Highguard doesn't exist.
It's
it was
not coming
all
out
a
tomorrow?
trick. No, it's not. It's all a grand illusion by Geoff Keighley, so that he could have an alibi while he goes off to whatever it was, Tijuana, to bang Miss Piggy. Was it? Where was he go? Isn't that's
Dude.
Canonical lore now that he has had sex with Miss Piggy?
The funny thing is, so obviously Jeff is the one that got Miss Piggy there, and then he was kind of like, okay, so what we're gonna do is we're gonna have Miss Piggy kind of come on to me. And then I'm gonna be like, oh no, stop, Miss Piggy, I'm married, but she wants me bad.
Yeah,
can we do that?
Just imagining the writer's room during that entire sequence. Just everyone
sure thing, Jeff.
Okay, man. Just like a childhood fantasy. Hey,
Miss Piggy thinks I have an Arizona can down there. Like, it's that big. Like, it's imperative that she thinks this.
Is that an iced tea in your pocket? Or are you just happy to Keighley?
That's crazy. Hey. Holy shit.
I thought of that literally halfway through that sentence. I'm pretty proud of that, actually.
That's improv, man. Beautiful.
Yes, sir. Okay. But yes, unfortunately, because the entire award show is fake, none of the awards, Landon, were real. Now, if you've been following me for a few years, you know that this has happened so many times before. This has happened 4 years running now, is that the Game Awards have been completely nullified. And so typically, like, you know, they do their rounds. They try and get people to step in. They're like, this is all the dinosaurs, you know, like a Greg Miller. Who's the one who co-hosts with him? Sydney Goodman. Is that what her name is?
I don't know.
I think that's what her name is. The one that she worked at IGN or whatever. Reach out to her. Alana Pierce. You know, all these people dead.
Jake Baldino.
All of them dead. Jake Baldini, dead. They dead as a doornail. There
is no games media. It's gone.
Yeah, it's all gone. And so the only people unaffected by this curse, considering I assume he just looked around and he was like, I think I got everyone, is us. So we have to step in. We have been tasked. We're doing our own Game Awards, the Scuffed Game Awards, if you will, or the Chopped Game Awards. I don't know. You changed it, didn't you?
Game Awards.
Chopped Game Awards. Okay,
yes. Such a good. I love that term. It's like saying something's cooked. Hey, that's good. That's pretty good.
Yeah.
Saying something's chopped. It's like that's my fit.
It is messed up. Something is wrong with it. It has been the face has been oriented the wrong way. Like your eye is on your nose, and yeah, it's just ridiculous. So yeah, we have to come in here. We have to make up not only our own awards, but who's going to win all these awards. And you know, this is just like a fun way we're going to be recapping like a lot of the stuff that we played in 2025, a few like smaller things. And I didn't get to make my patented Scuffed Game Awards video this year. So this is kind of going to be our stand-in for that. I feel bad for you though, because you had a whole other you had a whole other reasoning for why the Game Awards was canceled.
Yeah, I did. That's fine.
It's fine. Ignore. Who is that? Who is that? You mentioned someone. You said like Bhaal?
Okay, so my intro is way better. 2025 was a stacked year. Whether you're into RPGs, extraction shooters, casual multiplayer, third-person adventures, or Metroidvanias, there was something for everyone this year. However, ever since
you switched through 3 different accents in that single sentence. I don't even know what's happening.
Ever since Geoff Keighley usurped the throne of Bhaal, the god of murder, and swore to destroy the blight of the world that is women, that is his words, not mine, not Code Cleric's. We do not condone the actions of Geoff Keighley. The Game Awards has been entirely dissolved, and that is why Code Cleric is proud to announce the Chopped Game Awards, featuring your hosts, Landen, Hansen, and Asad Anjum. So
nice.
Everyone,
is that from Baldur's Gate?
Yeah.
Okay. I've seen you've been playing that a little bit, so I just assumed.
So much Baldur's Gate.
But we'll get into we're going to be getting into that. That's going to be awesome.
Oh, yeah.
But you know what's funny? Last thing I'll say before we get into our actual awards here is when I did the first Scuffed Game Awards, I'm kind of just realizing this now after like hearing this whole Miss Piggy fiasco thing that I set up. I'm pretty sure I said like the reason that it's canceled is because Geoff Keighley made unwanted advances towards one of the Muppets. And I'm like, I can't believe that's like canon. Like that actually happened.
Well, I think on the reverse, I think Miss Piggy made unwanted advances on Geoff Keighley. So you got it almost right. It was what the fuck was it? Was it Gonzo? No, it wasn't Gonzo. Whatever. I don't know. Whichever Muppet it was 2022 or no 2023.
Something like that.
Oh yeah, dude. It's you were pretty close though, because I watched your Scuffed Game Awards videos like immediately before.
Nice.
It's just so funny, dude. It's just looking at that time and being like, wow, Elden Ring really did come out just like 3 years ago, didn't it? And it feels like an eternity ago. It's crazy.
It does feel like a long time. Time is so weird. I feel like stuff that happened like earlier this year. I'm like, Assassin's Creed Shadows came out 9 years ago. I'm sure of it. Like I'm like guaranteed Assassin's Creed Shadows came out 9 years ago.
When I was looking at it. I was like, oh my god, Assassin's Creed Shadow. Literally, Assassin's Creed in Japan. We just forgot about that. That's crazy. Yeah. I mean, it goes to show the how that game went. But like,
I mean, yeah.
Oh man, yeah, crazy year. But excited to get into it. I just I don't know, man. You wanna lead us?
Yeah, I'll start things off. So basically, what we're going to be doing here is we're going to be creating our own awards. Some of them are going to be pretty standard fare. It's really just to talk about some of the games that we have here. But we're going to be giving out our awards and then or our award categories, and then which game we believe is deserving of that award. And then we might check in with each other, see if you have an idea for something that I set up here. Maybe I have something for you. So yeah, we're gonna start off. I have something super simple to start with, and it's just the game that everyone should play. And this is just like a pretty like easy recommend that I would give people. And I only have one game on here. It's the last thing that I added. I actually added right as we were like starting this because I was like, I want something
nice.
really quick and nice to start with. And I think the game that everyone should play is Skate Story. Because this game finally came out. I've been so excited for this game for a few years now. And I've shown it to you. I told you that story of how I just very randomly met the solo developer of this game at some event in New York. And I was just like, we kind of had like a weird moment where I was slowly putting the pieces together of who this guy was. And then like, as he said that he was like making this game for Devolver, I was like, oh my God, I know who you are. So yeah, it's been super cool to see like his updates and everything. He had like a whole event where he was, he had some, I think it was at like a skate park. Like he's been holding different events for the game, and I wish I could have gone to some of them, but I was away during that time.
In New York, or
yeah, in New York, it's like in person. Like he's like partnering with like different event planners and whatnot.
nice.
But yeah, Skate Story, for people who don't know, it's a skateboarding game, but it's a little bit it's way more like off kilter. The central idea of the game is that you are this glass demon creature who has a skateboard. You're skating through the different layers of hell, and you have to eat the moon. And there's, as you go through, there's just so many fun. First of all, the style of this game is out of this world. It looks incredible. It has one of my favorite art styles I've ever seen. On top of that, the skateboarding and everything is like really nice and schwibey, and it's like it doesn't punish you quite as hard as something like a Tony Hawk's Pro Skater for messing up your tricks. And I don't think you'd be like your fingers would be burned down to a stump trying to like do all of these moves with Skate Story in comparison to Tony Hawk's, but it's done in a more linear, almost like adventure type way. But then it kind of has these open spaces where you can do your tricks, and you can have fun, and you can do like these optional challenges and whatnot. But there's like story to this. There's you'll meet characters, and you'll meet like a greedy penguin character, and he wants you to go grab this like giant jewel. So you have like a boss fight against the jewel, and you capture it by doing all these skate tricks and whatnot. And there's like, in one layer of hell, there's different people who are punished inside of like a coffee shop. And so there's this pigeon who's just forced to eternally write his manuscript, and he can't think of enough words. So you go out and you find different letters for him, and then you bring it to him, and he's like, here's your words to use in your story. A lot of
Alan
it
Wake
is
type
like,
beat.
Exactly. There's like, yeah, that crow is Alan Wake. He's just like, it's not a circle.
It's a spiral.
It's a spiral. Yeah, it's just like such a fun, silly little game, but it has this great visceral art style to it. It has original music that's done by Blood Cultures, which is like this indie band that apparently like he just met randomly one day and started explaining his game to, and they were like, we'd love to make a whole album for this game.
Oh my God, dude, I love that.
Like,
that's so cool.
It's so cool. So yeah, it is just, if you are looking for like a good time, very low overhead, I guess, very low. You know how there's games that it's just like if you don't play it for a certain amount of time, it's like it's gonna be hard to get back into it. This is like a really relaxed background game, but it does have like that core story element that'll keep you going through. Mm-hmm. So that's my game that I feel like I would recommend to the most people. Also, just because I was so excited for it and it came out so great. Yeah. I don't know if you have anything for this.
Yeah, no, I knew. So I've heard the game's fantastic. I've been meaning to get to it. But I did hear that on PS5 it was having some pretty heinous performance issues.
Ooh.
If you were thinking of checking this game out on PS5 and you didn't because of the performance issues, or if you did and was filtered because the frame rate was so bad, I believe it is fixed now. So Skate Story on PS5 is running very, very well from what I hear. I don't know that for certain. I haven't tried it myself, but if you want to get it on PS5, it's available there. So
okay, sweet. Yeah, that's a good disclaimer. I played it on PC and honestly mainly on Steam Deck. I played it a bunch on the flights, like back and forth from home over the holidays. So that's a very good distinction, and I appreciate you bringing that up.
Yeah, no problem.
Are you going to try this out?
Yeah, I think eventually. I don't know. I'm just like there's like moments where like I'm in indie moods, and then there's moments where I'm playing Baldur's Gate 3, and that's the only thing that's taking up my time. So I think I don't know. That seems like a good flight game. So maybe when we go to PAX, I might download it on my Steam Deck and try it.
Hell yeah.
We'll see. So you wanted to bring in this very lighthearted, kind of nice, like this is a game for everyone award. I wanna bring in my first award, which is the Tasteful Groping Award.
Oh my god.
Which goes
Jesus
to
Christ.
Metal Gear Solid 3 Delta Snake Eater, whatever it's called. Enough said.
Well, okay. As somebody who I want to play Metal Gear Solid Delta, what are you talking about? I don't know.
So there's a scene. Okay, so there's a scene. Slight spoilers for Metal Gear Solid 3 Delta Snake Eater. There's a scene where Snake he's in disguise and he's going to he's infiltrating the base, and he has the face of this like high-ranking military guy. And the main big bad of Metal Gear Solid 3 walks into the room, and Snake's like, "Ooh, this is a tense situation." The main big bad runs up to Snake, just gropes his penis and balls.
Jesus Christ.
And then Snake's like, and he like pushes him away. And then the main guy is like, gropes him again, and then Snake's kind of just like, and he's like, you're not my general," implying that he's been fucking his high-ranking general officer for some time now, and that's how he gets discovered, and that's how he gets captured in Metal Gear Solid 3.
Do you think he was bigger or smaller? What do you think gave him away?
Oh, he's certainly bigger. Certainly
he's gotta
bigger,
be, right?
Because
his name is Snake. I mean.
And in Metal Gear Solid 3, his name is Naked Snake. So it's like,
oh my goodness.
And also, so the general like that you like take on the identity of, it's a meme of Raiden from Metal Gear Solid 2. Hideo Kojima realized that a lot of people didn't like Raiden, and so as like a little joke, he made this kind of guy who looks like Raiden, who you take his clothes, you take his identity, and like the joke is that he's like getting fucked by like the main big guy. And it's just to totally take the piss out of Raiden. So he's certainly, listen, I'm sorry, Raiden's a cool character. He's not packing though. Like there's no way he's as big as Snake.
Isn't he also naked at the beginning of 2?
At the end, yeah.
Or at the end, okay, yeah, because isn't he like doing like cartwheels and shit, and then he's like holding on to his crotch or whatever? I've seen that. Dude, everything I see about Metal Gear Solid, I'm like, this series is awesome. And then every time to be fair, I've mainly only tried to get into 5, and I am really trying to get into the rest of them. Every time I play, it hasn't like quite hit. But so much of like the Metal Gear universe is so stupid. That's also pretty. I mean. No pun intended, but that's kind of ballsy for when did a game come out? Like 2004?
2004. Yeah.
Oh my gosh, that's pretty.
I'm as old as Snake Eater, and I also played it for the first time this past year,
man.
And I genuinely think that was, if not Claire Obscured, that was my like game of the year experience, where it's just like this game was fucking awesome. Snake Eater. If you're gonna start with a new Metal Gear Solid, you should start with Snake Eater. Not only because it's a prequel, but also just like it's just. Gameplay wise, it's so good. But yeah, that's my Tasteful Groping Award.
Nice.
Metal Gear Solid is the only game that came out this year where there was groping. So
and tastefully done. Yes, I'm sure there was more. Yeah.
In the first Descendant, probably.
Yeah. Oh yeah. There's so many. Oh my god. But I just hate that you reminded me though of the fact that you're 4 years younger than me. You were born in 2004. I hate that you're closer to my younger brother's age than you are to mine. Like that actually, like that. There's something genuinely wrong with, because to me, he's still like 8 years old. And so I'm like, this is something chemically is going on in my head when I hear stuff like that. I hate it.
I mean, spiritually, I'm 30, so it's,
Yeah.
It's
you have the
fine.
vibe of a
Makes
30-year-old man.
Yeah.
Yeah. You are, I mean, you're Timothy Chalamet's spirit animal, so he's about 30, right?
I'm his spirit animal. That's crazy.
Yeah.
I think so. Dude, I went into a coffee shop. I saw Marty Supreme in New York on Christmas Day, which was really awesome. But when my girlfriend and I came back, we went to a random coffee shop, and this old couple, like the old lady, stopped, and she was like, "You look like Timothy Chalamet in that new movie. What was the movie called?" And I was like, "Oh, and Marty Supreme?" And she was like, "Yeah." And so we sat and talked to this old couple about Marty Supreme for like 2 seconds. He was like, "Yeah, he wasn't a good guy in that movie." And I was like, "No, he wasn't.
No,
he kind of sucked." But no, they were like, they thought I was Timothy Chalamet for like a split second, and I was like,
"Oh, that's so funny." It's especially with like the little facial hair that he got for that movie.
Yeah.
That one really. That's what really.
If my mustache was like shorter, like closer to my face, I think I could. Dude, maybe Halloween. I could probably.
That's a great one. Yeah,
that is a really good Halloween costume.
Marty Mauser for Halloween. That'd be great. All right, yeah, that was a little bit out of left field to start off with. I'm gonna go back to some of the normal awards here. A game that I finally get, which is just it's just a category for. I'm already going off into games that didn't even come out in 2026, which I mean technically you did as well. It's a remake of an old game, but a game I finally get is just an award for me. It's something that I played that's from a previous year that I didn't understand, and then I finally gave it a shot, and I was like, okay, I understand where it's coming from. Runner up on this has to be Death Stranding 1. We talked a little bit about Death Stranding 1. I finally kind of pushed myself to play it, and I was like, yeah, I get it. It's still, there's elements of it that are just like, why? Who would design something like this? Why would you do this? It's too long. The game is way too long. And I am looking forward to a version of it with Death Stranding 2 that has better combat. Even though I know that it's supposed to be like very like anti-violence and all that. I'm like, nah, just let me shoot things, please.
Yeah. At least shoot things with a trank gun,
Yeah, but I think that like nowadays it does take, even if it's something that I don't fully understand, I'm not able to fully quantify. It does take a special something for me to finish a game, especially a game of that length. And I did finish that game, so
yeah.
Whatever it is, whatever magic Hideo Kojima put in that game that makes people even who like don't fully vibe with it, don't fully love it, go all the way through for whatever reason. That deserves to be commended, I think. Other games, I mean, like I finally played Undertale.
So I've been meaning. I am still watching your video, and I keep seeing that like Undertale is a big part of your video, and I'm like, yes, finally. And I still have no idea what you think of it at all.
Okay, so I'm gonna keep it under wraps.
Okay.
But I'll give this part away. That I did enjoy it. I'm not gonna say how much and how little and how whatever, because that'll be a surprise for you. But
that's so funny, because when we were in New York, we were talking about your video. Yeah. And you were like, and then there's a game in there I'm not going to tell you. And I was like, what could it be?
I told you every single one except for that one.
Except for that one. And then like, and then you were sending me thumbnails, and I was like, oh, it was Undertale. Undertale.
I totally didn't even realize that. Yeah. I totally didn't realize when the thumbnails.
But it's cool, man. I'm excited to hear your thoughts about it. And we'll get to that.
Yeah. But the real winner of this category has to be Shadow of the Colossus. And this, some of this comes down to the fact that I am just a dumb person. And the first time I played Shadow of the Colossus, I was like, all right. I was like, oh, okay.
It's fine.
It's fine, I guess. And I played it this time. I was like, what is wrong with this? Is like so up my alley. This is so the kind of thing that I like in games. I like everything that makes that made Shadow of the Colossus work back then, which was like almost this like emphasis on emptiness and this like dead world, and you're going through, and then all of a sudden when you find life, it's this gigantic beast of a thing that you're puzzle solving, and you're going through, and you're tiny, and like there's this deep sadness that kind of is in the background of everything that's happening as things slowly get unraveled, and you don't like what you're doing and all this stuff. I'm just like, I don't understand what I thought was so like passable about this game. It's everything that made it good back then still makes it good now, and I would argue, and I think I argued this in my video on it, is that it actually makes it even better now, because more and more games are getting maximalist. There's so many more RPG elements and everything. Like even like simple games are getting RPG elements. Finding something that has this level of scale and is like this kind of almost like open world-esque structure, and then completely strips away everything that isn't hyper important, if it just hits even harder now. Yeah. So
there's no
really
game,
came around on that.
Like you can even kind of point out the controls and be like, yeah, the controls aren't the best, but it's also the controls that makes that game feel like no other game. Like there isn't a single game that feels that gives the same air as Shadow of the Colossus, just as an entire package. And it's like, yeah, say what you will about the controls. Personally, I like how kind of clumsy they are. I feel like it adds to like this. I feel because he's a kid. He's a kid who's like way in over his head and like climbing these colossus and hanging on by a thread. It feels clumsy. It feels like you're just barely getting by, dude. It's so, it's fantastic. And I'm so glad that you've turned around on that game. It wasn't
that I ever disliked it or anything like that, but I was just like, it didn't quite hit me the way that it's hit so many people, where it's like it's in their top 5 games ever made. And now I was like, I don't know if I would put it in like my personal favorites, but if I made some kind of like, I wouldn't say objective, but I tried to find the best games ever. I tried to give somebody who didn't really know games a list of the best games ever made. This would have to be on there. A list of top 10, it have to be on there.
No, for sure. Moving on here. With the next award I got, real quick before I get into the award, I forgot I was going to do this. Shout out Briggs, shout out Brecken, shout out Anne Marie. Moving on. Just 3 friends of mine.
Oh, okay. I was like, you said Briggs. I was like, are we talking Death Stranding characters? Or?
Dude, Briggs is a Kojima ass name too. That's
for a second I thought that's what his name. Who am I thinking of? There's somebody in.
Brooks.
Oh, am I just thinking? No,
someone has Brooks' name. Whatever, it doesn't matter. The next award is the most Unreal Engine 5 game award. These 2 awards go to Oblivion Remastered and Metal Gear Solid 3 Delta. Just 2 games that look like Unreal Engine 5 and that also run like Unreal Engine 5, meaning that you get 5 frames a second. And these are games that came out in 2004 and 2007. So, just scuffed, man. Just totally scuffed. Unreal, Epic, get your shit together. What's the next award?
Oh, you're just running through that one. All right.
Yeah, I mean, that's fine.
It's out there. All right, we're gonna go with the next one, which is the best game I forgot came. Actually, you know what? I will say, for your most Unreal looking game.
Oh yeah.
I am kind of like I've heard a little bit of conversation around Clair Obscur, and people are like, that looks like a very Unreal game.
You know what? Throw Clair Obscur in there too. It looks better, but like you look at the character models, and it is like, that's Unreal. The animation,
the character models, 100%. Yeah, but I think that like that's also an example of like, hey man, if you have good art direction, it's fine. You can get away with that. And I really don't like. I do think I know that Unreal is like the industry standard, and it's like the easiest to get, and it's one thing that I think a lot of people don't put enough stock in is the fact that like, when you're going to all these different teams and they have their own dedicated engines, it does make it harder to like. The more overhaul there is in studios and stuff like that, it's like people have to come in, they have to learn that new engine. It's like, it's tough, and there's not as much documentation on it, and you have to rely on the people inside, and there's things that'll like overlap and whatever. So the fact that like an Unreal Engine 5 exists is good.
Yes.
But
it's the same. It's just
it is all the same, which does,
and it's like it takes a little bit. It's cool that it's accessible. It's cool that it's there, that you can learn it. It's also kind of uncool that like it just has the same kind of identity. But like a Clair Obscur, like you said, The art style there is so strong that it almost like I didn't even think to put it on this list until you just mentioned it, and it's like, oh yeah, I guess it does fit.
Yeah. Anyways, moving on to the next one of mine. The best game that I forgot came out. So this is something that I did enjoy when I played it, but when I was like kind of thinking of awards to give out, I was like, I kind of don't remember. Like I had to search this up before like placing it on here. Runner up on this one is Doom: The Dark Ages.
Yeah.
Doom: The Dark Ages, good game. I enjoyed it a lot. I love the Doom franchise. People seem to have fundamentally misunderstood what I was talking about. With some people, with my lazy sequels video. I think a lot of people read the title and were like, "Oh, he's saying that these sequels are lazy." When I was doing the exact opposite, I was like, "They're not lazy. I think they've been given that title unfairly, but I understand where the like effort and the impact and everything comes from." And so I would say the same thing about Doom: The Dark Ages. I do think it's not a lazy sequel. I think it's fun. I like the new spin on it. I like the parries, everything like that. But it didn't hold my interest the same way that Doom Eternal did, because when Doom Eternal came out, I was like this is maybe the greatest first-person shooter ever made. And then, the Doom: The Dark Ages is like, oh, this is a cool spin-off. Which is fine. That's all right.
Yeah,
it's cool.
Yeah, it's cool.
But
I'm still excited to get into the rest of the Doom games. I played 2016 this year and absolutely fucking loved it. So, I'm excited to get into more Doom eventually when the time comes.
Yeah. But the main winner on this one is Split Fiction, which did Split Fiction get nominated for Game of the Year?
Not Game of the Year, but it was nominated for like Best Multiplayer, I think.
Yeah. I feel like people forgot a lot about Split Fiction as the year. When it kind of happens when like something releases that early.
Yeah.
I still think it has like a lot of the same pitfalls as It Takes Two in terms of like its storytelling, which I just have never bought into with Hazelight that much. But gameplay wise, I mean, it is one of the most inventive moment to moment gameplay experiences like ever. And just the fact that It Takes Two was so good in that department, I think maybe dulls that effect here a little bit. But this is like, I mean, every 5 minutes, it's either giving you something completely different to do gameplay-wise, or it's turning a concept on its head. Sometimes literally, and you're like walking the walls and everything like that. There's so many things here where like they get away with doing something within a 30-minute span that most games that would be their core mechanic. They'd like play it out over the course of multiple hours, and I just think that's like so impressive. Like obviously there's something to like being able to take an idea and flesh it out fully, which they don't always do, but this is a whole different kind of impressive. So I did really enjoy Split Fiction. I actually didn't end up finishing it just because of how like schedules went. You have to play it with like another person, but that was really good, and I think people forgot about it by the end of the year.
No, for sure. Honestly, I think It Takes Two is a fantastic game, wonderful game. But I really think why that game won Game of the Year in 2021 was because there wasn't really a whole lot in 2021. It was a weak year.
It was a weak year. Yeah. Like It Takes Two wouldn't have even been nominated this year, I don't think.
No, I don't think so either. But because you had like Deathloop, Resident Evil Village, which is good, but like Metroid Dread, Returnal, Halo Infinite, like Psychonauts 2, which is fantastic.
Returnal should have won that year. Returnal, I would have been happy with Returnal. I would have been happy with Returnal or Psychonauts.
Yeah.
But I'm not that mad that It Takes Two won that year.
No, not at all, because it genuinely is a fantastic game. But I like it's just if It Takes Two released this year, it would be in the same position that Split Fiction is in now. And arguably, Split Fiction is a little less impressive because it still has some of the shortcomings of It Takes Two. But I can't say to that. I mean, I played It Takes Two. I haven't played Split Fiction, but it looks like a fantastic game. So I think that award's totally fair. I'm gonna hit you with two awards real quick, really fast.
Sure.
Most French award goes to Expedition 33.
Of course.
Most baguette, most croissant, most putain, most what the fuck? What else do they say? Merde. Most merde is Expedition 33. Most parry, Expedition 33. Best 7 out of 10 award goes to Elden Ring Night Rain.
Okay. I thought you were hitting a triple lick with Expedition 33. I was about to throw hands. I was like, excuse me? The fuck you about to say about a 7 out of 10? I will fucking kill you.
Listen. This isn't the Game Awards, all right? Expedition 33 is not winning every single award this time, all right?
That's true. That is true. Yeah. I will say there's an alternative for most French. I mean, I wouldn't call it the most French game, but another French game that I played this year that was remastered, and I didn't mention this in the video, but Off, which is like this RPG that inspired Undertale, that came out back in 2008. I think it was 2008. You'd really like this game. I think it's not goofy like Undertale. It's like it's got this like very strange, like ethereal kind of element to it. I think you'd really enjoy it. It's pretty short.
Holy shit,
combat's
dude.
not the best,
How have
but
I never seen this in my entire life? This is why video games are so cool, man. Mm-hmm. You could just like go your entire gaming career without seeing a game that released in 2008, and it looks fucking sick. That's
awesome. It got a remaster this year. I think it was just because I was playing Felvetic at the time. I was like thinking of like other indie RPGs to look at, and I just found it on my recommended IGN. I saw the cover art. I was like, the cover art looks cool. I clicked in on it. I was like, oh, this would be perfect for my RPG video. Because it apparently made like a huge splash. Yeah, it is. So you'll get a little bit of information there as well. But yeah, also French. It was translated in 2011, and then got really big on Tumblr in like 2013 or something, and then got remastered this past year. So another French game for people who are, I guess, who would be like seeking out French games. I feel like where it's Expedition 33 has that asterisk of like it's good, but it is French. Unfortunately,
I guess me and my bloodline, because we are French, not really, but like French Canadian. It's I don't know. Anyways, going back, best 7 out of 10. Yes. Elden Ring, Night Rain. I had a whole journey with this game, and when I think back on it, I really fond memories. I genuinely think playing this game and learning the ropes was very fun. But then when I kind of look into it deeply, it really is just Dark Souls, but take away the exploration, take away the satisfying progression system, and take away, like the good lore. And it's just the basics, which sucks objectively. But it's still, that just goes to show how like solid and tight the main combat loop of Elden Ring and Dark Souls, like Souls games in general, FromSoft Souls games are, because it is very, very satisfying. And it's not the best game in the world. There's a ton wrong with it. The DLC sucked a huge, big monster penis.
Really? I've heard people like the DLC.
Barely any content, gimmicky ass bosses. Like fucking listen.
This is the new DLC that just came out.
I don't know if it's the new one. It was the Forsaken Hollows DLC. I think
that's one.
I don't know if they've dropped one since then, but just super gimmicky boss fights to where it's like, all right, you're exploring this map, and instead of the map being really spread out, it's very vertical. But that doesn't work when you're looking at an overtop map. So you're just confused and you're running into circles and you just don't know what to do, which is, I didn't know what to do the first time around. So to be fair, this is also a skill issue, but they made it, you got to have a better map if you're going to have it be more vertical. And then we finally get to the boss, and then the boss just kind of has this move where like they fly into the air, and then 1, 2, 3, big boom, and then everybody's dead. And it's like, okay. Yeah. Totally understood what we needed to do right there, man. Thank you. Really, really, really appreciate it. That was 2 hours of our life spent on trying to get to the boss, and then when we get there, you have a fucking one-shot gimmick move. Fuck you.
You can't do like the Radon bomb attack to something that is at the end of like a 2-hour run that you have to restart. Like that's different when it's like the first time that you're fighting a boss where like the run back is nothing and you just kind of restart it again. You can't really do that in that kind of environment. I agree with that. As somebody who didn't play much of Night Rain, I played it like a couple games with you. I do think there is like a really fun element of like just the core combat aside, like the speed at which you got to just like, let's grab this thing, let's do this thing, let's level this thing up, and now we got to go fight this. Like it's almost like overwhelming at first. And I do wish that I had more time with. I I couldn't find a character that I really loved. I think that was the biggest issue that I was having.
Oh,
But besides that, like,
Actually, the best part about the DLC, they added this character that's just it's so good. It's
Okay.
so like okay. If you ever want to check out Elden Ring and Night Rain, let me know. I'll be there, and then I want you to play this character. I think you'd really have a great
sweet.
time with this character. So
hell yeah. No, that's awesome. Yeah, that kind of solves like one of my bigger issues with it. But like, yeah, I think this is one of those games where if I had the kind of time that I did when I was like, say, an undergrad or something, where I just like knew that I had like larger chunks of time where I could just pour hours into this, I'd be pretty. I'd be pretty into Elden Ring Night Rain. It's just like one of those things where there's enough of a learning curve. There's enough of even like my experience with Elden Ring and with the Souls games doesn't quite transfer into experience and understanding of Night Rain and like its mechanics, that it was just like too much of a time sink, I guess, to try and get really good at it. So that was unfortunate that I didn't get into that more, but it seemed like it was a good time.
yeah, no, I liked it. Money well spent, except for the DLC. So do better for himself.
Was the DLC paid?
Yep.
Oh, oh my God! The demon came out of you. That was Hidetaka. Yeah, no. Why did I forget his name for a second? That was Hidetaka Miyazaki coming out.
Oh, it is Hidetaka Miyazaki. I was like, nope, wrong guy. But no, that is his name.
I think. Yeah. Oh my God. All right. Let's see. What's up next? Okay. Best game I didn't play. This is just like the stuff that I wish I got to this year. There's probably more in here than most years. A couple runners up. Metal Gear Solid 3. I've been wanting to play this game for like 8 years in some capacity, and this kind of is my excuse to do it. And the fact that it's short, I think that like once I finish up some of the games that I'm playing right now, I do want to play this just because I know that it's finite. And then I'm probably going to get into like a Baldur's Gate 3 where I'm like, this is going to be an infinite amount of time. So yeah, I want to play Metal Gear Solid 3. Keeper, the new game from... oh my God, why am I forgetting their name? Psychonauts Studio. Double Fine. This is a new game from Double Fine. Another pretty short, fun-looking indie game. I've heard like pretty good things about it. The art style is really cool. So definitely want to check that out. Shinobi Art of Revengeance. I did get the Ninja Gaiden Ragebound game. I did like it, but it wasn't enough to like really keep me hooked, I felt like.
Yeah.
It was like kind of like old and arcadey, and it was fun. But I think Shinobi actually looks like a little bit better, and I think I'll like more. I'd probably get through that, but I just haven't, again, gotten around to it. Blood Thief, another runner-up. This one's really interesting. This one is... I found out about this because the guy who made this game, the solo developer, is a YouTuber, and he also kind of makes videos about game design. Like it's all encompassing. Like he talks about how he developed Blood Thief, shows off Blood Thief, talks about like core game mechanics and stuff like that. And he's just like, I just found his videos really interesting, and I thought the underlying game was pretty cool too. But this is like one of those parkour speedrun first person games. Almost like an Ultra Kill or Neon White type thing. Yeah. This is like a really cool looking version of it. So I want to try that out. But number one on this list, Blueprints. The only reason I think I didn't, the only reason I didn't get into Blueprints is just because I do like that, you know, from the sounds of it, because it is like this roguelike ever shifting thing. So it's not like one of those things that you have to put like a whole ton of hours in at once necessarily. But I knew that I would have to really turn my brain on, and people have talked about like writing down notes and stuff like that to try and keep track of things. And I think that's really great. I don't think I'm at a point in my life right now where like I don't want to have to do work for my games. Like that's just kind of where I'm at right now. So it's one of those things that I feel like I probably won't get to anytime soon, but it's going to be in the back, like near the top of my backlog for a long time. And then hopefully, you know, if I free up at a certain time, I'm like, you know what, I'll get into that, because some people have called it like one of the best games of the last 10 years.
Interesting. Yeah,
people
I've heard
really
plenty of interesting things about it. And even, excuse me, and even things to where like when you think you beat the game, you didn't. And like the mystery just keeps going. Like the mystery furthers along no matter how many pieces you kind of uncover, which sounds really cool, but also sounds like a huge time sink as well. And it seems like a little bit of a gimmick that I would kind of get tired of fairly quick, but I do want to check it out. I want to give it the chance, and I love games where you have to write down notes, man. Like it's generally such a hoot. It's such a holler, man. So we'll see.
This is the whitest you've ever sounded.
I know.
It's a hoot. It's a hoot, brother.
Oh, that game is such a gas. I'm pretty excited to get into it eventually, but who knows? Who freaking knows, dude? There's so many games coming out this year that like it's you know.
Yeah.
Anyways,
you got anything for this? Any games that you didn't play that you wanted to?
Yeah, this kind of goes into my next award, which is oh shit they actually did it award, which goes to Silent Hill F. I haven't played it. I've seen gameplay. I kind of know the gist of it. And the fact that they made a Silent Hill game that wasn't a remake, that's actually comparable to what an OG Team Silent Hill game is fantastic. We haven't had a game like this since 2004. So, Konami, I didn't know you had that dog in you, man. Like, that's cool. That's fantastic. I'm really, really, really excited to see what happens with Silent Hill from here on out. I'm sure it's not going to be all as good as Silent Hill F, but considering they have a Silent Hill game coming out every year at this point now, like they're annualizing Silent Hill, which is fucking. That sounds heinous, but
that sounds bad.
we'll see where that goes. The new movie, Return to Silent Hill, just came out, and apparently it is so bad. It is really, really bad from what I hear. And I'm like morbidly interested. I might go to the theaters to watch it, but like, I don't know. People are saying it's so bad that it's just a waste of time. That it's not even worth seeing. It's not even which is like that's
the worst kind. That's the worst kind of game. The worst
really,
kind of
really
movie.
But Silent Hill F. Excited to get into you eventually. We'll explore that.
Mm-hmm. Why'd you say it like that?
Oh, I don't know. Well, I don't know.
This is a very suspect way to say it. I decided to get into you.
I mean, you get into games, don't you?
Like, I've never heard anyone talk like that
like,
in my life.
I'm really into Silent Hill right now. I'm going to get in it. I'm going to get inside of Silent Hill.
I'm going to be inside Silent Hill, dude. Also, I think I mentioned at the top of the episode that the storm is going on right now. It is. Yeah. It's picking up a little bit outside, and there was a particularly strong gust, and you like cut out for a second, and I'm like, I don't know. It might be. So it's a fair warning if something starts messing up. That might end up being the culprit. But I think we're good.
I saw that you froze too, and I was like, oh no. But we're fine. Like we're good. So
yeah. No, Silent Hill F was one that I was just like, every time I saw it, I was like, that looks like it's gonna be truly terrible. And then it came out, and everyone was like, this is incredible. And I was like, what? Like I thought that was gonna be like shovelware or something. So it's really cool that it came out, and it was really good, and like. It met people's expectations, or exceeded people's expectations by the sound of it.
Yeah, I've heard plenty of criticism about it, especially with the combat. But the main core premise and the story itself, I've heard is very, very Silent Hill-esque. So yeah, we'll check it out.
Another series that I gotta get into. Yeah,
for sure. What's your next award here, man?
Next award is worst console. This is a quick one. The Switch / the Switch 2. Mm-hmm. Yeah, like I'm official. It's I think it's about time that I officially made my stance of I hate the Switch known. I think it was a cool core idea. The first console feels like a piece of garbage. Like it feels so bad. It feels like a child's toy. And like really bad build quality, and I don't think they ever improved on that. Every single iteration that they did, if anything, like the Switch Lite or whatever the hell it was called, it was even worse build quality, and it felt even more cheap and everything like that. And you know, there's so many better handhelds out there, and I understand that they don't have the Switch capability. But it's almost it's like getting borderline embarrassing how far behind that is, and for the Switch 2 to come out. And to be like technically okay, I guess it sounds like, but I haven't really gotten my hands on it much.
At least comparable to industry standards.
It's like, yeah, nice, but like I feel like there should still be like a little bit more push. I feel like they're really riding the coattails of how well the Switch does, and like the fact that Nintendo is in everyone's good graces. Yeah. And I don't know. I feel like they're gonna struggle more and more this generation. I think it's gonna peter out a little bit more than the Switch 1 did. everyone had a Switch, but the Switch 2 is like expensive, and I think it was a huge mistake to not at least change the form factor a little bit, give it a little more meat on its bones. Like I don't understand why it's so thin and hard to handle.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm a bit of a Switch hater.
Yeah, no, I totally get that. What are you gonna do when Duskbloods comes out?
Not play it probably.
Oh, really?
Yeah, probably.
I still gotta see more of the game, but I think that'll be the deciding factor, because I don't want to Switch 2, but I do want to play Duskbloods, Tears of the Kingdom, and Breath of the Wild at 60 frames. That's it. So that's
and there's no other ways to do that. There's no other possible ways.
No, not
just
a single
don't look into it online. Other
computer.
Potential ways that you could be doing that. Yeah, no, don't. There's no other alternatives. So yeah, you're right. You should definitely get a Switch 2 for that. And
dude, they better
start ducking so that there's no snipers outside.
They better announce that game for other consoles. They have, like at least a year out from release. I'll wait if that's the case. But
if the Duskbloods the Duskbloods has to be to the quality and fun and to have the things in it, to me, that's comparable to a core new From Software game. Even if it was like Armored Core 6, which I really like that's not a quality that's enough to get me to buy a Switch 2 just to play that game. Like you have to be making, like Duskbloods has to be a Bloodborne 2 type event for me to be like, yeah, I'm going to go buy this fuck ass $600 million console just so I can play this one multiplayer game. Like,
dude, it's not even like, oh, just I am going to have to buy a Switch 2 to play this. My brother and my friend are also going to have to buy a Switch 2 to play this. Yep. And my brother's already like, no. He's like, no shot. My friend Josh, he's on the fence. He's like, I mean, like maybe, but like, no. Like at that point, it's like, if I want to have people to play this game with, I'm going to have to buy them a Switch 2 as well as for myself.
Jesus. Yeah.
Well, that game has to be the second coming of Jesus for me to go.
Yeah, if that game is anything below a 94 on Metacritic, I'm not getting out of bed for it. I'm sorry. That's too much of an investment.
Shout out to the Xbox Series X and S for also being one of the worst consoles.
Worst consoles yet. Shout out to them.
If you bought that console at launch, congratulations. That was a deal. That was the cheapest it was ever going to be. And that was also the most you got the most substance of Xbox right there, because there's literally no reason to have an Xbox console anymore at all. So if you invested all of your money games into the Xbox ecosystem, I'm sorry for you. That really, really sucks. That really, really sucks.
Yeah, I actually had the Series S as my runner-up on here. I forgot to mention it, but yeah.
Yeah,
just crashing and burning. I have something on here that I wonder if it'll happen. We'll see. We'll get to it soon.
Okay. These are kind of just like bleeding into each other. It's really nice. Best remaster that should have already been released by now goes to 3 games. 2 should be a double pack, but I'll save that for later. Since we were talking about Duskbloods, Bloodborne. What are you doing, Sony?
What's happening?
What are you doing?
What's good?
Why is that not
out yet? It's ridiculous. I swear, there have been so many rumors for it, and I guess all unsubstantiated to a certain point. But I feel like there were a few somewhat reputable people that were like, yeah, they're gonna work on it. Where is it? You would literally be printing money. I don't get. This is one of the ones where I'm like, I sometimes people talk about it and it's like, why isn't this team doing this or that and whatever. This is one where you legitimately would just be shitting money. So I don't understand it.
The other 2 games, same kind of deal. Fallout 3 and Fallout New Vegas. Where's the remaster, Bethesda?
Yeah, I heard people were thinking that
it's not.
That might have been in
not.
the developer direct that happened a few days ago, and then it didn't happen, and people were crying.
Yeah, no, that timer that's on the Fallout TV show website, it's not going to be the remasters. I'm sorry to break it to you guys. Those remasters are not coming out anytime soon. They might release later this year, probably. They definitely exist, but you should have had those remasters out last year or immediately before the TV show came out. Because if you are watching the Fallout Season 2 TV show, you kind of have to know what New Vegas is in order to fully understand everything. Yeah. So the fact that you can download New Vegas on your Xbox and it can run fine, I guess. But if you download New Vegas on your PC, that game's going to crash every 5 seconds. So you need to download mods in order to fix the game yourself. But also you can't full screen it. Ridiculous. Absolute no excuse.
Yeah.
One of the worst fumbles in all of history. Bethesda, get your shit together. Release Fallout New Vegas and Fallout 3 Remaster right now. And it better not be an Oblivion Remaster situation where it also runs at 3 frames a second and crashes every 5 seconds. If it does, I've already sworn off Bethesda. I kind of don't care. If it does, you are genuinely shitting on absolutely everything that you have ever done. You should be stoned. You should be buried neck deep and stoned. Todd Howard.
Hey man, listen, it's Bethesda. There's no way they're going to put out multiple games in a row that run like piss poor dog shit when they are nowhere near the cutting edge of the industry. There's no way they would do that. You have to understand.
Dude, it's so infuriating.
Hey man, if you don't need to play New Vegas in order to understand Fallout Season 2. You can just like watch the lore videos like Macaulay Culkin did.
Yeah, watch the lore videos just like the actor for Robert House, just like for Macaulay Culkin, just like probably every other actor that didn't, because they don't really play games, which is fine. Like you don't. I don't really
sent
care.
this to you. I sent you the clip of him, like that interview. I was like, wouldn't it be so funny if he watched your Fallout video, like Macaulay Culkin watched your Fallout video?
Genuinely, I would be honored because his role in Fallout is so chance. Funny.
Yeah,
maybe, I don't know, because like there was the guy who plays Mr. House also was talking about it, and he like named people. He was like Juicehead, Mr. Matty Plays, and TK Mantis, and like really prominent Fallout YouTubers, and it's like that's awesome. That's really cool. And so I don't doubt that he probably watched some, although mine aren't really about the lore. It's more so about like just the vibe, you know. So who freaking knows?
It's still out there, but you've also made like 2 videos, and one of them was like the really big one. So I feel like you wouldn't like if you were listing people off, you wouldn't be like, oh, that's one random I don't remember a lot of like
shout out Landen Hansen.
Yeah,
that'd be crazy, dude. That'd be pretty awesome. That'd be so wild. All right, what's your next award?
Well, interestingly enough, you're talking about all these fumbles. You're right; these really are leading into one another because this next award is the biggest fumble of 2025.
Okay.
So we got some runner-ups here.
Yeah, there's quite a few.
Yeah, we got Xbox canceling a bunch of stuff, but specifically Perfect Dark. Because I believe that was this year. I think that was at the beginning of the year, and
I think we talked about that on a podcast as well.
Yeah, we did. Yeah. Unfortunate, super unfortunate. I understand that the dev team seemed to have been like pretty far behind, and that like a lot of their development progress was it was kind of wasn't real. It was like a lot of like vertical slices that were super curated, and it wasn't actually like indicative of how it would be to create these systems and stuff like that. Insane that is all that they had after like 6 years of working on this or something. Yep. But yeah, everything around that whole situation, like Perfect Dark, after seeing the trailer, it's like that could be a massive game. Yep. It absolutely could be. And just
cancel it.
Completely falling by the wayside.
Lay everybody off.
Yeah.
Who cares? We're Microsoft. We have so much money.
Yeah. Shout out Phil Spencer.
Shout out Phil Spencer.
Another fumble. I said Highguard ? Because it comes out tomorrow. We'll see what ends up happening with it. Mm-hmm. It doesn't look like an awful game, but definitely the way that it was revealed was a big fumble because people have gotten mad at the game for just at the point of the event that it was at, which apparently was handpicked by Geoff Keighley, and they didn't even pay for it.
Why did he do that?
I have no idea.
Because like genuinely, if you switched the Divinity trailer with Highguard, like
it's a different ecosystem.
There would be no problem at all.
Yeah.
I mean, maybe it was intentional. Like this is also some big conspiracy theory, just to like any press is good press situation where it's like let's just get eyes on this, make it free to play, and then just have people decide for themselves because they're going to be like morbidly curious about.
Yeah,
this
but
game.
I don't think that.
But
that's
also, that's not a good impression. First impressions are everything. So it's like, what the. I
wouldn't say that. I wouldn't say that that's what it was because Geoff Keighley, like, he is a pretty established person in the industry and he has a lot of control over that and he cares about the quality of his events. Like, you can criticize him for this, that, and the other, but I do think that he cares about the integrity of it a lot. So I think honestly the two things that he thought were, one, he has played it and apparently he liked it. That's what he said, at least. Apparently it was really really fun, which maybe it is. Who knows. And two, I think that he thought that there was going to be way more weight to the fact that these were ex-Titanfall devs and people have really been wanting a new Titanfall. And yeah. I think he thought it would have a similar effect to like Titanfall 3 is out. But I don't think he fully understood the fact that like, Apex Legends is a thing. And people liked Apex Legends when it was happening, but like the reveal of Apex Legends was not like, oh my god, it's Titan. If anything, people are annoyed that Apex Legends isn't Titanfall 3 and that they had to scrap it in order to make like. I just feel like that was like a really poor read the room moment from him. But
yeah.
Anyways, speaking of things that were fumbled at events, Splitgate. Splitgate had so much hype.
Yeah.
Splitgate had so much hype a few years back. It came out. I loved it. I had a ton of fun with it. Portal, but FPS, awesome. Really, really good. It was. I think it came out around the same time or a little bit after I had played Halo Infinite, and I was like, wow, this is way better than Halo Infinite's multiplayer. Like, holy shit. And then the player base started dying out, and so they were like, okay, we're canceling this, and it's basically a beta, and we're going to make a... Oh, my background died. Oh, no.
Oh, no.
But yeah, they were like, we're going to make a Splitgate 2. And then they were working on that, took forever, and they came out with that weird promo hat thing, and people were like, what the hell is the vibe of this thing?
It just, like... First of all, poor timing. This is not the environment.
Yeah.
Two, the kind of like the make blank great again is just so overplayed. It's just so like much, it's been overdone, and it's just like I don't know, bro. And like three, I guess there's this kind of like conservative like renaissance within the games industry with people like the devs behind the Lords of the Fallen. Oh, yeah. We're like, we're not making woke games anymore. We're going to have this be the first anti-woke game. And it's like, all right, I mean, is your game good, though?
Sounds super fun.
Yeah.
I mean, like, anytime they say this in any direction, like, obviously I know which way I align more than the others, but when the Avowed devs came out and were like, we're gonna make it the wokest game, it's like that's also annoying. Like, what are you talking about?
Yeah,
what is this? What the fuck are we saying? Like, why is this such a prominent thing that we're doing here?
Gamergate was 10 years ago, bro. It's
get over it.
Yeah. We're fine.
This is not like I keep politics out of game. I'm just like do you really have to be like my number one priority is to piss off this group of people online on Twitter? Like, is that the central conceit of the game that you're making? I don't know. It's just kind of silly.
Yeah, it's super silly.
Yeah, super weird. And yeah, it kind of bombed, and I think they're trying to relaunch it or something like that. I don't know. It's the whole thing. But then, oh my god, Landen died. Shit.
I want to cut that, and it's just an explosion. It's just like,
oh god, awesome. The storm got him.
That's
yeah, well,
crazy.
he's fiddling away over there. I think the biggest fumble of this year was the Game Pass price increase, and this is coming from somebody who. They increased it from I don't know if I have the currencies right. I might have to convert them or whatever. But I think from my perspective, it went from $20 a month to $30 a month. And they also did this specifically at a time when jack shit was coming out on Game Pass. Like maybe if you did this at a time when you had Doom the Dark Ages, Clair Obscur, South of Midnight, even though it didn't end up becoming like this big thing, but it was still out there. There were like a couple other games that came out all within that like March to May-ish range. I think you totally could have gotten away with it. like I probably would have canceled it eventually, but you would have I wouldn't have canceled it immediately. The second I heard the news, I went and I canceled my subscription. And that is coming from somebody who has like, I as much as I have been hesitant on Game Pass, and I have literally made videos. I made a video earlier last year that was like, they're about to hike the price. They're about to make this dog shit. Before they do that, it's still really good and I still really like it. But this is like a poor plan that's been set in place. As somebody who still felt that way and still like was recommending Game Pass to people, the fact that you immediately the same day that I got the news, I didn't even think about it. I was like, it's gone. It's over. Yep. I don't have that subscription anymore is crazy. And I feel like, I don't know, I'll get a little bit more into Xbox in the next thing, but I think they're in a real rough spot.
Hey man, you know, if this is Xbox like dogpiling season, because the award for most awful, shitty, greedy corporation award goes to this goes to three companies to be exact.
Okay.
EA selling out to Saudi Arabia.
Oh yeah, I completely forgot about that.
Ubisoft for get the fuck. I hate that.
Oh, shit. Like this is the like thing, but why doesn't it do it for me? It's racist. It doesn't do my like.
I think it's only because I'm using my iPhone to
I'm using my iPhone.
All right.
I know.
Never mind.
It's actually racist. What's his name? Tim Cook. Tim Cook is racist.
Tim Cook, yeah.
Add Apple to your list.
Tim
of corporations
is cooked. Quite frankly,
Tim is chopped. Tim's chopped. More like.
Tim chopped. EA, Ubisoft, and Microsoft. Yeah, just real crazy
Triple
fumbles,
whammies.
crazy greed, just absolute shitty practices, and you guys had a good thing going, and you just kind of capitulated. Really sucked. So,
yeah, man.
I don't know. I mean, please go off about Xbox or EA.
Yeah. No, I mean, hey, for the other two, let's at least give a round of applause for the consistency with the other two. This has been a pretty dominant reign for EA and Ubisoft. It's been a solid 15 years at least, where it's just like, what's happening? The
shitty part is that EA has been good for like
They've
years
improved
at this point.
Yeah, and they started on the upswing a little bit.
Dude, this is what happens when money is your language. Money talks, and it's just like, yeah, we'll just sell to, we'll sell to the place that's killing journalists all the time. You know, it's no problem. It's fine. It's cool.
Ridiculous.
Yeah, it sucks.
Yeah, to kind of like extend that a little bit, with the biggest topic of 2026 award is going to be like my predictions for what's going to happen in this next year, and we're going to kind of be at the end of the year. It's like that was like a big thing. So this is more of like a prediction thing. Mm-hmm. One of the runner-ups is that I think Xbox is going to announce that they're not going to make consoles anymore.
Oh yeah,
I might be jumping the gun on this a little bit. I actually think this is probably gonna, if this happens, it'll probably be closer to 2027. But I do have this feeling that they are going to try and go in a different direction. They're going to try and figure out this Game Pass thing. I'm almost sure that they took a massive hit with that Game Pass change. Unlike, you see all these metrics of like Netflix after they made all their big changes, like after they took away like password sharing and all of this stuff, their revenue goes up. Like they actually, like, they had more subscribers after that. As shitty as it was, they at least did it in a way where it ended up working out for them. But I feel like Microsoft just completely shit the bed in either direction. It was like anti-consumer and anti-corporation somehow. And it's just like they're left with kind of bad statistics from the sound of it. So they are going to try some crazy restructuring. And I think, they're probably at some point going to say no consoles.
I'm really curious because the rumor is with their next console, it's going to be more of like a PC hybrid akin to the new Steam machine. I'm curious if they're going to do that, considering like that was in talks before the Steam machine was even announced. So considering new factors, one, the whole situation with RAM and just like the huge like price hikes with technology in general. Yeah. They could just be looking at that and be like, nah. Nah, because even Valve is like, I'm sure they're kind of like, fuck, this sucks. And then also, just the Steam machine being announced when it is. Like, I think Xbox could have had a chance if they were the first to announce that kind of machine. But if you're going to be directing people to not buy stuff on your marketplace, even if you're going to put Steam on your own hardware, like on your own console. Just why would you not get a Steam machine at that point? Especially if considering it is Microsoft, it's probably going to be more expensive than the Steam machine is too. Because that Xbox ROG Ally thing, like, holy shit, dude, that thing's pricey as hell for something that is just a Steam Deck, pretty much. You know, so. Yeah, we'll see where they go. I don't know if they're really going to announce that. Honestly, like who knows? But considering the state of the world and just the general like vibe with like the Steam machine, I can see. I think you might be right with them just kind of like nipping it in the bud sooner rather than later.
I think the way that they're going to announce it is tied to the thing that I'm going to talk about at the very end of this award. But speaking of Steam machine, another thing that I think is going to happen. I'm a little bit skeptical about the Steam machine, to be fair, but. I'm gonna say I think Half-Life 3 is coming out this year. I think it's gonna be tied to the Steam machine. I think that's gonna be one of the biggest stories of the year. And if that happens, I think also on top of that Half-Life 3 is gonna win Game of the Year instead of GTA 6 if GTA 6 comes out.
Dude.
So a couple big moves here I'm making like at the end. They both have like incredible amounts of hype, but in a weird inverse way, Half-Life 3 it's become such a joke and such a like distant thing at this point, and it's technically not officially announced that I think when it comes out, as long as it is probably a good level of quality, and like Valve hasn't really made anything of poor quality, like video game wise. I think it could hit all the right things, and it has less things that it needs to hit because it's a single player experience. And I think it could do it. Whereas GTA 6, it's almost like it's still in the part of the life cycle where it's like, well, it's got to be coming out here soon. People are like, and it has global hype, and it has like all these like different things that are being put on it, and people are scared of releasing around there. And so it's like, if any performance issues are there, if people are like, where is the multiplayer, where is the PC port, where is the this and that, like even stuff that they've done for years, it's like it's kind of gonna get on it. So I don't know, another like little hot take there.
Yep. I mean, yeah, I wouldn't be surprised at all.
Yeah,
but we'll just have to see.
Yeah. Another quick one. Ubisoft's going to get sold this year.
Yeah. They pretty much already are. Like,
pretty much already are. Yeah. I'm surprised it didn't happen last year. Another easy one for biggest topic is AI. I mean, it was kind of already the biggest topic of 2025, but I think there's going to be a lot more like lines in the sand about AI.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Listen. Are you done? Or
I got one last thing.
One last thing.
For the biggest potential topics of 2026. I think somebody's going to announce a gaming TV. In the sense that the TV itself is where the hardware and stuff lives, or it's a completely streaming-based TV, but which kind of already exists, like Xbox Cloud and everything. But I think, and this is what is kind of tying into the first thing I said for this section of like Xbox is going to move away from consoles. I think they're going to make a big push of this TV is the next Xbox. You get the controller. The TV is like its own thing. It's also like maybe like an app, or like, like those like Amazon Fire, whatever,
yeah,
like the little like box
the Fire sticks, like the Roku sticks, the kind of like
so it's
HDMI plug thing.
It's not the hardware. It's just like a little thing like that.
Yeah,
it's some format of that, and then they're gonna really make a push in that direction, and they're gonna just target the most casual people, the people who just want to sit on their couch. They want to have the controller in their hand. They don't want to have to worry about buying a bunch of systems. They don't have to worry about like super powerful PCs. They don't want to have to buy a new generation of consoles. It's just this tiny thing that updates and is not hardware restricted. Something like that, I think, is going to be their new play.
I could easily see Amazon doing that. I could see Apple doing that. Maybe not with Microsoft, but like making, because that'd actually be really funny if Microsoft's like, our best bet is the new Apple TV. Like that would be hysterical. But like there is a hole now that like Xbox is basically all but gone. There is a gap in the hardware space that someone could fill. I think Valve is filling it the truth be told, with Steam Machine and Steam Deck and all that. Although they're kind of like they're like Nintendo, where it's like they have their own their own kind of space, you know. Oh, that's cool.
Oh yeah, you got a little shadow. Oh my gosh.
You must bounce on it. Anyways,
got me so off guard.
So we'll see, man. That's a really interesting idea. I don't know. I can easily see. I mean, Xbox already is doing that. So, like a hardware manufacturer where it's like the sole purpose of this TV is for gaming is very interesting and is a good compromise for what is happening currently with the industry. So we'll have to see. I want to give off my so I still have a bunch of awards here that I want to give out. Our time is we've gone on way longer than I thought we would. So what we can do here is I don't know. Do you want to pick like 3 more awards that you especially want to talk about, and then we can like kind of just list all the other ones off really fast? Or
we can just go faster for these. Like I can speed through the rest of these that I have.
Okay. The AI Generative Slop Award goes to Call of Duty Black Ops, whichever the newest one is. What is it? 6,
Woohoo!
7?
It's 7 actually. We're up to 7.
7. Okay. Yeah, shout out. That's cool. Really fantastic campaign on that one. The multiplayer looks phenomenal, and my favorite part about the new Black Ops was the AI generative slop. So cool, guys. Please keep doing that. Please.
Yes,
Arc Raiders. I love Arc Raiders. I meant to talk to you about it way earlier when we were going to be doing the podcast. Really don't like that they have the AI generated voices though.
Oh yeah. I only just heard about this actually.
Really sucks. Takes no effort really at all. In fact, it kind of doesn't really need to be in there at all, to where they have like the ping is an AI generated voice. They got the voice actor's consent. That's fine, I guess. I don't know, but what it sets up is a very kind of I don't know what the term is, but like loose gravel, you know. It's like you're making steps, but tread lightly, because if we keep perpetuating this, we're just gonna slide right down into the worst possible AI generative slop shit that you will ever see in your life. So Arc Raiders and Embark, that studio, I know that you even had AI generated voices for the finals. Stop it, or I will kill you. And also, the last AI Generative Slop Award is going to go to, this game's not out yet. This is going to probably come out this year. Halo Campaign Evolved. I don't know if you've heard anything about this, but yeah, Halo Studios is going to be an AI generative.
I mean, Microsoft has been very AI first. Yeah, Microsoft has been very AI first for the last little bit, so that is not surprising to me.
Please don't. Listen, Halo's already in a bad spot. Please don't. Please, whatever.
There's so many conversations to have about AI, because like it's too much of a catch-all term to be like get it all out of this, and like there've already been like so many conversations that people have had about it, of like it's good for this, it's good for that, it's bad for this, it's bad for that. Don't have any version of this. Don't have any. It's a huge conversation. I actually would love to sit down and make a video on it, but it's just such a massive thing that's ever shifting that like, you know, I'm gonna give it a little bit more time, but. Yeah, hopefully it's not in any ways that kind of get in the way of the artistic integrity of the thing.
Nope, for sure. What's your next award?
Next award, most anticipated for 2026. So another one that's kind of forward-looking. A couple things. Obviously, GTA 6, super excited for that. Mina the Hollower, which is the game from the Shovel Knight devs. That one's I'm super excited for. It's got that kind of like old school Castlevania type beat. Control Resonant.
Yep.
I just saw a thing that was like a Control Resonant is probably coming out second quarter of this year, which is pretty awesome. Like that's going to come out in like a few months ideally. So That game looks awesome. I was super excited when I saw the trailer for it. I didn't love the storytelling in Control 1. Like, I liked the ideas, but I didn't like the way it was presented. But I love the way the ideas are presented in Alan Wake 2. So I'm hoping that's kind of continued, like the production quality. And then number 1, for the literal 4th year running. I don't know if you saw this, Landon, because actually the third Scuffed Game Awards is on my second channel. So I don't even know if you saw that one.
I feel like I must have. But okay, all right.
But the 4th in a row, it's not actually called the Scuffed Game Awards. It's just called like Best and Worst or whatever.
Yeah.
But 4th year in a row, yes, replaced. It's still not out.
Still not out.
I've like DM'd or like I've like reached out to the team like a couple, like not very recently, but I've been like, what's up? What's going on? What's happening? Super cool. Like the people that I've talked to over there are really cool. They're great. And I really hope that game's awesome. And I'm glad that they've gotten like the extra time on it. It was really funny though, because at the beginning of this year, they put out a blast on Discord and they were like, it is 100,000% coming out this year. It just didn't. I was like, ooh.
Stinky, man. That's
unfortunate. But like, yeah, that's how game dev gets. And they're a smaller team. And I think this is their first like major project. So
yeah.
The
award for best proximity chat goes to Arc Raiders and Peak. I also wanted to put RV there yet, but I haven't played it. But I can kind of just, I don't know, honorary award. It's one of those friend slop games, which are so fun. Love those games. But yeah, Peak, I had one fantastic time with. I talked about it plenty on the podcast. Just hearing someone fall and you hear their voice get more and more faint is the best possible experience you can have in a game. And then yeah, with Arc Raiders, which is a fantastic game, wonderful game. Being able to just be the most toxic version of yourself. You're prowling with your friend. You see a guy scavenging this big old robot all by himself, just, toiling away. And then you line up your shots, you ruin his day, and right before it's lights out, you ask him, was it worth it? Was it worth it? Did you really need to get this loot right here in front of all of us? Because look at where you are now, stupid bitch. And then you kill him. So, fantastic game. I don't know if you... did you play any games with the proximity chat this year or no?
I don't think I did, actually. Yeah, I mean, I'm not the biggest multiplayer player.
Yeah.
I did want to try out Peak, but it didn't end up getting to it. I am looking for... I think it's like the one that I talked to you about. Like a long walk or something. I think that's coming out this year. So that one looks pretty cool. But yeah, I haven't got a chance to really play any of those games. But yeah, that's cool. I like that.
Yeah. All right, next award.
The Die, Burn It, Kill It with Fire award, which is just something that I really wish the games would fucking get rid of. And it's Quippy Companions. I made a video on my second channel earlier last year where I kind of like complained about this, but oh my fucking god, I cannot stand it. It's truly gotten to like asinine levels. I remember when we were at PAX, there was one game where like the weapon was talking to the person. There was like what is the Dead Man game? Something is a Dead Man. Romeo is a Dead Man, where like his jacket is talking to. These are games that haven't even come out yet, but I was just like, we're still doing this. Metroid Prime. Why are you putting a quippy annoying ass dude in Metroid? Like I just don't understand. Nobody likes it. I don't get it. Like after all of this, like I feel like people have been so vocal about this. Like Forspoken, the cuff moment was a genuine like around the industry, I thought, heard thing of like, stop fucking doing this. We're so tired of it. And it's been multiple years removed now. And it seems like people are still, I get that like the game development process is slow, but you can also take stuff out. People take stuff out constantly. At this point, it should not be this prominent. I really hate it.
I mean, that goes to my damn, they really killed the hype award, which goes to 2 games, but Metroid Prime 4, mainly with that character. The second I saw that character, bro, I was the Mackenzie character. I was so like, wow.
Yeah, even the name,
all of this for nothing.
Yeah. Sorry to any people named Mackenzie, by the way, but like shit name. Dog shit names.
But like Metroid Prime 4, Metroid Prime. Okay. Let me take a step back. I've heard that the character is not as bad as you think he is, and he's not really in the game as much as you think he is. But Metroid Prime 4 also has other characters that you interact with as well, that you'll like encounter, and they'll talk to you through comms. And that's just not that's not Metroid, man. Metroid is all about isolation. It's all about being alone. Yeah. It's all about the vibes. It's all about the music. And if you have this fucking big chungus ass character who's like, oh, look how quirky I am, in your fucking intercom, no.
Yeah.
Just no.
Even the small amounts that I've played of Metroid and like have seen, it's just like, not to sound like the Gen Alpha piece of shit, but that series has aura. Like that is like a true, like genuinely, like there is like a weight to Metroid, even the name. And I just feel like that's such a weird miss to just be like, yeah, let's get Mackenzie in this. Like,
so bad. Anyways, the other damn they really killed the hype award goes to Avowed. I was very excited for Avowed for a very long time, and just every other preview that came out, I was kind of gaslighting myself into believing that it's going to be okay. It's going to be. This is Obsidian. It's going to be fine. It's going to be all right. There's nothing to worry about. And then the whole like game design leader with his, like, as we mentioned, the whole kind of like, we want to make the game that will piss Elon Musk off. And it's like, please don't say that. I don't like Elon Musk. In fact, I will have a Spider-Man 2 raindrops falling on my head moment the day Elon Musk dies. I don't like Elon Musk at all. All right. But don't say that you want to make a game that pisses Elon Musk off because you're automatically making your game quote unquote woke trash by saying that. And lo and behold, not to be like one of those guys that's like the pussyification of games or anything like that, but like Jesus Christ, dude, you made woke slop. Like it's
it's just there's just nothing to it. There's not much substance there. It's truly like it just reeks of something that was trying to focus so much on the things that are outside of the game and outside of and like trying to make a certain point. And you, again, I'm not advocating for the loss of politics in games. You should make a point through the engaging storytelling. And like, it's like that should be the vessel in order to get that to happen. That shouldn't be like your one guiding moonlight of like, well, we have to have that happen. It kind of doesn't matter if none of the characters are fun to talk to. It kind of doesn't matter if like the story is engaging or the world is engaging or you want to like look around, read lore, all that. That's secondary. What we really want to do is this bullshit. It's like, what the fuck? What are you talking about?
You really fucked yourself over by doing that, man. Really sucks. So shout out the combat though. That combat's still really fun. So
yeah, it is really fun. Well, Avowed at least came out. Yeah, Avowed at least came out. We're talking about the How the Hell Is This Still Alive award, which has to go to Beyond Good and Evil 2.
Yeah, what?
Ubisoft just announced that they are canceling like 7 different games and delaying like another 7. How it's been confirmed that Beyond Good and Evil 2 is still alive at that studio. Years have passed since it became, I think it's been years since it became the most like longest running development cycle of all time.
Yeah.
And it's still going on, and we still haven't seen another trailer, and we still don't know what's happening with the game. I don't even know. I don't even have much more to say on it. I'm just like, how is this thing still kicking?
It's baffling. Truly baffling.
It lost its like lead designer so long ago. It's like, I genuinely think there has to be there's some kind of scam going on there. That game can't possibly be real. Anyways, what do you got?
So I'm gonna rapid fire these ones. Well, I got the main meat one, and then I'm gonna do like a little side award.
Yeah, go for it.
That goes to The Outer Worlds 2, the most Bethesda-like game. Outer Worlds 2, Atomfall, Kingdom Come Deliverance 2, and Tainted Grail Fall of Avalon. Shout out all of these games for doing what Bethesda isn't doing, which is making games. And I've seen my brother play Tainted Grail Fall of Avalon. Looks so cool. I'm very excited to get into that game whenever I can.
Heard of this one.
It's just Elder Scrolls like, basically, where the whole lore behind it is like it's Arthurian legend, but King Arthur is like this Dark Souls boss almost. Sorry, I lost you there for a second. You good?
Yeah, I'm good.
Okay. Yeah, King Arthur is like this Dark Souls boss, and it has this very like gross, ugly kind of art style to it that's so cool. It's really like, it's really recommend checking it out. The combat looks really cool, and it kind of has that like
send
same
that to
like
me.
Bethesda jank. I will. So yeah, shout out to an indie developer making that game. Shout out Adam Fall, which I didn't really play, but also saw a lot about it for making kind of like a game inspired by Fallout. Really, really cool. Keep doing that. Shout out Kingdom Come Deliverance 2. I really want to get to that game eventually. But yeah, do what Bethesda isn't doing. And then my most anticipated DLC, so I can actually start playing the Game Award, goes to The Outer Worlds 2. Get that DLC out there so I can play The Outer Worlds 2 all in one completion. I just
Fair enough.
I really, really, really want to play that game. Really, really want to. And I just don't want to buy it right now. So, because I don't want to have to go back to that game, because I've been meaning to go back to The Outer Worlds 1 to play its DLC for the longest time now, and I've never been able to catch up to it. So I'm just going to do it all in one go. I've heard the game's fantastic. Thank you, Obsidian, for giving me hope, because I really was kind of doubting you there for a second, but silly me, of course. Yeah, that's what I got. What about you?
Cool. All right. I have one more big main one that I'm going to end things off with, but before that, I'm gonna cut away a little bit. I actually should have told you that I was going to do this, but this was kind of part of I think it was part of my Scuffed Game Awards ones.
Okay.
I think so. But I'm going to do a quick breakaway to non-gaming things. I'm going to go through these super fast.
Oh, right. Yeah. Go ahead.
Yeah. So I'm going to do music first. My two favorite songs of this year were Monday by Quedeca and G's by Jid. Two very opposite kinds of songs. But Monday is like a really nice, soft, honestly, it's just like this really beautiful piece off of like his new album that is very like singer-songwriter. It's like kind of a different like take for him to go with his music. He has a very interesting catalog already, and he's pretty young. And then G's by Jid is just like the second verse of that song is like, there's just some way that he like is talking and like his flow on that song that has stuck itself in my brain. I cannot get it out of my, I've been hearing it in my head for like 6 months straight. The exact way that he's like going through that beat, incredible. Such a good verse. Favorite albums? I honestly didn't listen to too many new albums. I listened to some older stuff, but Let God Sort 'Em Out by Clips, really great.
Yeah, dude.
Also hoping for that Grammy for the So Be It music video, because my friend's cousin is the one who directed that, which is pretty
crazy,
cool.
dude. Holy shit.
Yeah. So yeah, hopefully he gets it. And also Hurry Up Tomorrow, which came out at the very beginning of the year. I'm a big Weekend fan, and I really like that one. So, okay, you just sent that. I thought you were.
No.
It was like, I thought you were gonna send me a Discord message like, "Can you hurry the fuck up?"
No, by all means.
Oh shit! I almost died. Oh my god, that was embarrassing. You're gonna see that in the edit, and you're gonna be like, "That's tragic." Favorite old album? Depression Cherry. I finally checked this out by Beach House. So good. Such a great like study schwibey album. So yeah, that's some music stuff. Movies that I watched of the year. I didn't actually end up watching too many of the movies that I want to. I want to watch Begonia, Eddington, and
Same.
No Other Choice. But
So that Stavros is in Begonia.
Oh really?
Yeah. So like I'm seeing him in February for his like stand up tour. And I was
Nice.
I was kind of like loosely interested in that movie, but like the second I saw him in there, and I was like, oh, I should see this, but I didn't get around to it.
But yeah, of the ones that I watched, I mean, it's kind of generic at this point, but yeah, One Battle After Another was super great, and Marty Supreme was super fun, but it was super awkward to watch with my dad. Shouldn't have done that.
So he went because you were telling me
he
like
did.
Oh man,
I was like, I was of the mindset of like, I don't want to show it to him, but my brother was like, no, it'll be fine. And my dad was like already so excited for it because he's like, ping pong. I love ping pong. Oh my God. My dad, dude, this is a true story. This is a genuine true story. There were enough like my dad started going on his phone anytime that there was like a scene. I looked over at one point, and he actually was just on the weather app. He was just in Marty Supreme doing a sex scene on the weather app.
Oh my god, dude!
Oh my god,
that's so funny. Holy
I almost
lost.
I like literally whispered to my brother. I was about to lose my fucking mind. I was like, "That's so funny."
Amazing.
But yeah, best old movies. I finally watched No Country for Old Men. Really, really liked it. Watched it again with my brother. Weird, like slow burn movie, but one that I really vibed with. And The Fugitive also, which I'd seen like a couple clips of it going around for whatever reason, even though it's from like '94. And I'd never seen it. And I was like, hey, let me give it a go. And it's like a super easy, fun watch.
Nice.
And then the last one for this is shows. Some of my favorite shows from this year. The Studio is really, really fun and another easy watch, and is shot in a really interesting and dynamic way, especially for like a comedy. It's like there's a lot of great production quality in that show. The Rehearsal season 2 is incredible. It's so good, and I'd like recommend anyone to go watch The Rehearsal. It's such a weird, unique show, and season 2 goes to like points where I'm like, I can't believe the level of dedication this man has to. It's not even a joke at this point. Like, I don't even want to talk more about it. You haven't seen it, have you?
No, but I've been meaning. I watched it.
You should watch it. I want to end up watching Pluribus, but I'm going to wait until it has a couple more seasons under its belt. I'm not watching one season of a show and then waiting 3 years to watch the rest. This in the next season. And then underwhelming show, hot take, Severance season 2. I didn't think it was that great. That was fine. Yeah, I thought it was okay. I think they kind of ran out of ideas after season 1, and I thought the quality of the writing was a little bit worse, and I was like, okay. Anyone, like, a lot of people are saying that Severance is like the show currently. It's like, you know, you have your Breaking Bads, your Game of Thrones, your Successions, and it's like, now it's Severance. I don't buy it. That's not quite up there for me personally. And then last thing, dog shit TV show, Stranger Things season 5. Hated it all the way through. Hated it all the way through. I really liked Stranger Things season 4. I really, really liked that season. 5 was a dud all the way throughout. Anyways, that's the breakaway. I got one more award after, which is just like the main award at the end. But anything that you got that you want to throw out there, go for it.
Nothing all that much. All I'll recommend is Alfredo 2, Freddie Gibbs and the Alchemist. Really great album.
Nice.
That's just I've been constantly listening to that. So that's my only recommendation.
Solid.
Cool. Yeah. Hit me with your last award. Or do you want me to run through mine really fast? Like the rest of mine really
you can
fast?
run through yours. Yeah.
Okay. All right. Best portable games, Final Fantasy Tactics and Ball X Pit. Fantastic Steam Deck games. Love them. Love them. Best walking sim, Death Stranding 2 and Baby Steps. Not walking sim in the sense that you're just walking everywhere, but walking sim in the sense that you are literally having to
simulate walking.
Yes. Most forgettable, Avowed, FBC Firebreak, and South of Midnight.
Good ones. Those are good ones.
Sucks, man. Let's see. Best Indie Horror Award, No, I'm Not a Human. It was a very fun game. Really
is that the one that Isaac suggested to you?
Yeah. And yeah, that's it. That's all.
Nice.
That's all of my awards.
Fun. Yeah. Good. I just wanted to wrap it up with like the big one, like my favorite games. So I guess you can hop on this as well.
Of course.
Runner-ups on this: Kingdom Come Deliverance 2. Love that game. If you want to hear more about it, you can watch like the newest video that I have over on my channel. I've talked about it in 2 videos now, which is like, that's how you know something's good. A video or a game that I haven't talked about just because I haven't had the chance to, but I probably will for the next one is where is it? It's this one. Hollow Knight Silksong. Yeah. Very good. Very fun. I am very slowly making my way through it. I just have not had the time to play much the last little bit, but really having a good time with that. And then number 1. Come on. I'm sorry. We're like the real Game Awards. It's Claire Obscure. It's Claire Obscure. It's basic, but it's my favorite game of the year. Very easily. Claire Obscure.
No, definitely. Some, like, I think there's... I don't want to harp on it too much. The fact that there's a lot to talk about with that game. what it does with its story, like some things that you can even poke holes in. But the fact that you can kind of like look at some of its shortcomings and still have an interesting take with it, still kind of be like, well, like, I don't know, because like, did they mean to do this instead? Just it goes to show like how endlessly like entertaining that game is to talk about when it comes to story, you know? So yeah, shout out Expedition 33, shout out Sandfall. I'm very excited to see what they got cooking up next. So yeah, just don't AI generate anything else in your game anymore. We'll be just fine. Not that what they did was heinous at all. It really wasn't. It was just literally just fucking newspaper clippings. But yeah, man, shout out. That's great stuff. I think runner-ups, mainly because I didn't play a lot of new games this year. I guess technically Metal Gear Solid 3 Delta, even though I just played the original. That's in my top 3, and then fuck, dude, what else? No, it's not.
Damn, dude, you're a fraud. You played one
fraud.
game this
I
whole
played
year.
one major game this year.
We're making a recap of 2025. You played one game.
Fuck, dude. That's
Yeah,
it, man.
hey,
That's all I played.
It is what it is.
So I guess Night Rain. No.
Nice. Your third favorite game of the year was Elden Ring Night Rain. Let that sink in.
Let that sink in. He's knocking.
He's right out there.
Okay.
All right.
Well, now that we're done with that, shout out.
Yes.
No big awards. The big problem with this Game Awards is that we have no reveals at all. So sorry. There's literally no reason to watch this. So
we also,
I
I did a horrible job keeping us like timeline wise in check. We'll get better at it. It's people who are watching this late. I mean, we're probably going to be cutting them a little bit shorter, but we'll get better at that as we go.
Yeah. No, for sure. So now we're going to move on to what we are playing. Asad, why don't you go ahead and start? Tell me what games you've been playing as of late.
I am playing the exact same games that I was playing in October because I just have not been able to finish them yet.
Really?
So that means Ghost of Yote is still ongoing. I still have not finished Ghost of Yote. It's a fun.
I'm surprised you didn't put Ghost of Yote in your list at all because I just assumed that was one of the games I was like, he's gonna have an award for Yote. I haven't played it yet, but he's gonna have an award for it. You didn't. That's crazy.
I could have made something up. I mean, it's beautiful. If I wanted to make like a best looking game, it's Ghost of Yote.
Yeah.
It looks incredible. It plays really well. It's really well produced. It's really great. It's just like even Ghost of Tsushima. Looking back on it, like I don't think it ever did anything besides visually that like wowed me and made me feel like, especially like story wise, I was like, this is fine. This is good. There are like good beats to it, but was it the best acted? Did it have the most interesting plot points? Did it have the most interesting twists? Was it the best written? You know, it was good. It was good on all fronts. Ghost of Tsushima is a game that doesn't do anything all that poorly. So I'll definitely give it that. And that is a hard thing to do. And Ghost of Yote, it elevates that even more. Like its groundwork is even higher. But it just doesn't do anything that like really, I don't know, puts it in the stratosphere for me. But it is fun, and I like, I'm enjoying playing through it. I've put a ton of hours into it. The fact that I'm still playing it, like it's been like 4 months since it came out, which is ridiculous. This is like, it's just a testament to like how little time I have, I think. But it at least has my interest enough that I'm like going back and I'm playing it. And I like that it's like a cool little Western almost. It's like a samurai Western, and it's really, I started dressing up Tsu, the main character, in like more of like that gunslinger vibe, because like she'll do things like kick up these like swords that are on the ground and then grab it and like fling it at people, right? Or like like the standoffs are like much more like a kind of like shoot off Mexican standoff type. Like obviously they're not actually. And at some point there's a gun. I haven't even gotten to where you get the gun. But there's just like, there's definitely a Lone Ranger vibe to this game, which I really, really dig.
Love it.
Yeah.
I'm definitely, I think once I'm done with Baldur's Gate, I think that might be like the kind of game to like wash the taste of an RPG out of my mouth before I get into Cyberpunk.
Nice.
But yeah.
Nice. Speaking of cyberpunk, people are mad. People are mad at me
really?
for my cyberpunk opinions.
Ooh.
Oh yeah, that you'll get to it. But some of their people are mad at my cyberpunk opinions.
Wow.
Now, other games that I'm playing, like I said, Hollow Knight Silk Song. I still have honestly a decent chunk to go in that game. I'm in the second act, so not even Act 3. But I've heard that Act 3 is like mostly like a post game type thing, if I understand it correctly. But it is pretty sizable. So that's gonna keep me going for a while. Really great combat. I like the different kind of almost loadouts that you can have in that game. I do slightly miss the simplicity of Hollow Knight in terms of that, but it doesn't fully lose that, and I think you can go for a pretty simple play style with this as well. Really great world, really great sound design, and the more and more it goes on, the more and more I'm like, yeah, this is everything that I like about this series, and most likely the next video that I make is going to be centered around Hollow Knight, so I'm excited to like really dig into it even more. Finishing up Skate Story, talked about that in the beginning. Really loved that. Go check that out. And I think that's it for what I'm playing right now.
Yeah, solid games. Please finish them so we can talk about something else, dude. What the fuck? like seriously,
Honestly,
what's wrong with you?
It's actually bad. No, it's actually bad. Hopefully Metal Gear Solid
You're busy.
3. I really hope that I can get to Metal Gear Solid 3
dude,
soon.
oh my, yeah, please, because I'd love to talk about Metal Gear Solid 3 again. It's
Nice.
It's such a good game. Anyways, what I'm playing, I'm not playing much, and in fact, two games are games that I've kind of already played already. I mean, Final Fantasy Tactics I didn't really beat, but I did check out years back, and I've played it. I've been playing the newer version on Steam Deck. Fantastic game, love it. Just love a good, solid tactics game, and Final Fantasy not only hits the kind of music, not only hits the story, not only hits the just general vibe of being in menus. Tactics is just wonderful. It's a very good game, and I really recommend it to anybody who loves tactical style combat. Fallout New Vegas, though, I've been replaying my favorite game of all time, kind of in lead up to the TV show. So what I did, because Fallout New Vegas is literally impossible to play, is download the Viva New Vegas mod pack that you can download with generally one click. You have to get the Nexus Mods subscription in order for it to kind of like work faster. Otherwise, you have to manually download 200 mods in order to do it. But it is worth it in the end. It's just like $8, and then you can immediately cancel the subscription after it, just to kind of get your game loaded up and fixed and working. But even then, it still isn't immediately fixed because you have to download drivers and you have to also just kind of finagle with the mod list too. It's not perfect. Yeah. And then, but once that's all said and done, this game is it's so good, man. Just love it. Absolutely, absolute.
Everything you just mentioned is the only reason why I actually have like a hankering to play New Vegas. I've been thinking about it for a bit, and I probably would have played it last year for that video I did. I just genuinely just the dread that I feel of setting it up. Like nothing I hate. There's nothing I hate more than like a difficult setup. Like I just want to sit down. I want to play.
It's a science project game. It's a game where like you sit down, you play it. You see something is wrong with it, and then you go out of the game, and you're like, okay, you open up the hood, what's wrong with it? And then you try and fix it. And it's annoying as shit when you are as kind of, when you can't ignore things. Like, I'm the type of person to where, like, I notice, like, oh, the LOD isn't rendering right. It's like I'm seeing objects in the distance that shouldn't be rendering like this. All right, let's go in and fix it because this is going to bother the shit out of me if I don't fix it. And so then I'm spending the majority of my time fixing the game rather than playing it. Eventually, you kind of just have to let that go, and that's very hard for me to do. I do that with every single game that I play, specifically on PC, because for some reason PC games are like, oh, let's just fucking like not do anti-aliasing at all, and like have the default setting where your beard is all fucking spiky and shit. Baldur's Gate. And so Fallout New Vegas is especially heinous. That game needed a lot of work done to it on release. Specifically just because it's just really rough around the edges. Like you look at Fallout New Vegas 2010 in comparison to Skyrim, and it's crazy how different they look aesthetically. It's the same game pretty much, just the graphics are so much better in Skyrim. Not that they're perfect in Skyrim, but you know, in comparison, it's incredible. But in terms of writing, Fallout New Vegas still stands as one of the most well-written games and the most like thought-provoking game I've played. It's up there with BioShock in terms of just like moral complexity. Chris Avellone is one of the most like ingenious writers the game experience has ever experienced, and it's such a shame that he's kind of out at this point. He had this whole kind of like Me Too scandal, which really, really was unfortunate, but he was vindicated in the end. He didn't do any of that shit. So, but that kind of left him blacklisted from the industry at that point. Like he left Obsidian, and he's a very interesting person to follow.
I actually didn't know any of this.
It sucks. It's because he's kind of at the point now where he's out of Obsidian. I think he was out of Obsidian before Microsoft bought them. And so he's kind of like the Fallout lore god, basically. Like he's still like people go to him for like the like real Fallout lore, but he's kind of like of the mind. He's like none of this is real. Like, and the real Fallout lore is what Bethesda thinks is canon. But if you are kind of more interested in like the West Coast like OG Fallout storytelling, he's kind of the person you go to. And yeah, this is his writing in just like perfected this in KOTOR 2. But also Josh Sawyer, the main like game director of Fallout New Vegas. You can see his game philosophy in this as well, specifically through the companions, who are some of the most interesting companions I've ever experienced in an RPG period, even though they are kind of a bitch to get to know. Like there's a lot of like weird finagling that you need to do. You need to hit like a certain quest with a certain companion, and it's not very clear. There's not the companion progression is it's not the best in my opinion, but the companions themselves are very interesting. Love this game to pieces, and yeah, just really not enough I could say about Fallout New Vegas that I haven't said already. But
yeah, I feel like if it has like that Oblivion treatment, or hopefully a little bit better, but like it gets that remaster, I'd be so onto it. Like it takes away like all that stuff, and then hopefully like maybe slightly like makes it a bit clearer on how to like get to those like companion progression things. Like take away like a lot of the weird work that I have to do around it. I think I would really fall in love with that world through that game.
Totally. It's yeah, man. It's good. It's good, man.
You're short circuiting.
I'm excited for you to get into it eventually when that happens. So
hell yeah.
But yeah, the last game I want to talk about is Baldur's Gate 3. It's finally happening. I've finally gotten to it 2 years later, pretty much. And yeah, it's fantastic. I absolutely love it. And I'm obsessed, and I'm just been in a huge RPG mode. And this game is really sad at like scratching all the kind of RPG itches that I've had lately. Was not impressed at first. Got to be real. I like started it up. I was excited. I had made my character, and I was like, the character creation's not the best. I mean, I guess you can customize your penis in it, which is really cool. So
really, I thought that was like a cyberpunk only feature.
No, like you can have there's like an option to like toggle on the nudity or whatever. So I had it off. And then in the like creation menu, it's just like genitalia. And then you cycle through like 5 different versions of genitalia, which is like penis uncut, penis cut, penis cut, penis with pubes, uncut penis with pubes. And then they got like all sorts of different kind of vaginas you can swap out too, which is really cool.
All kinds of different vaginas you can swap out too. That's a good sentence.
And so then, I started playing it, and then I just realized that like, oh no, this is a CRPG where you are clicking where your character is going. You're not moving them with like WASD. And everything that I've saw of Baldur's Gate 3 was you moving your guy. Like using, because I would go over to my dad's house, he'd be playing Baldur's Gate 3. He has like 1,000 hours in Baldur's Gate 3. It's crazy.
Oh my God.
Like it is insane how often he has play that game. So I would watch him play it when I'd be over there, and he was moving his character with the controller. And I was like, oh. So on PC, it's a straight up CRPG, but on console, they fit it to kind of, they finagled the control system there. And when I play this game, because I'm playing it on Steam Deck as well, which it runs really well on Steam Deck, all things considering.
Nice. Okay, that's good.
It feels alien to control it on a controller. It's actually kind of crazy how different it is. But the
Better or
controls.
worse?
It's worse, definitely worse. The game is definitely meant to be played with keyboard and mouse.
Okay.
Because you can just get to things a lot faster with keyboard and mouse than you can on controller. You have to like cycle through more menus. And the worst thing about this game is the menus. I hate it. I hate the inventory management. I hate like the kind of general like selection of like attacks that you can do. It's just very clunky. There's 2 different item menus, which is like, I don't understand why you needed to have 2 different item menus, but okay, I guess. You can't really sort your loot in a very like nice quality of life kind of way. It's for how often you are in your inventory. It is crazy how they did not streamline this at all. And I don't know. I feel like I need to download a mod to like to sort it better. Which if I have to download a mod to fix your game, that sucks. It just sucks.
It couldn't possibly be one of your favorite games of all time. You would have to download a mod to fix your game.
Dude. And then I was like playing the beginning of it. I had a huge, just kind of like frustrating moment with playing the game where I was like still feeling around, and I get to this point where like you're like defending these people from goblins at a gate, and I had to experience that part of the game maybe 7 times in a row because first time I get it done, I'm like, okay, cool, awesome, got the battle done and over with, and then I go to check out this dead body, and I didn't see that looting the dead body would have been the crime. And then they instantly started, everybody in the town started attacking me. And I was like, fuck, okay, let me reload. And it didn't reload me to when I finished the battle. It reloaded me to before I even started the battle. So I had to do it again. And when I was in the middle of doing it again, like the people that was fighting with me, they died. And I was like, I don't want them to die. I want to know like what the dialogue is. So then I reload again. Then when I'm playing it, I'm in the middle of the battle. My fucking cat steps on the power button of my PC.
I was about to say, this all sounds like a skill issue. And then that one is like, And
then I got to reload it again. I'm doing it. They die again. I'm like, fucking shit, dude. Reload it again. My cat steps on the PC button again. I got to cover it. Literally, the second I was done, I was like, I need the little like, the power button cover that attaches onto your PC. So I got that now. And now that can never happen again, apparently. So.
Nice. Awesome.
And I finally do it. And I'm really fighting to enjoy this game. But then it hits. Then there's just the moment where it just clicks. And I'm like, oh, this is the greatest game ever made. I begin to like talk to people and engage with the mechanics more in depth and start talking to the companions. And the companions are fantastic. They're very well written, very personable. Like some of them you kind of have to fight to enjoy because they're just like, Shadowheart's a bitch at first, dude. Like she sucks. She's like, but then like you start to get to know her and her story a little bit, and then you're like, okay, I could romance her. That's fine. That's fine. My goal is to fuck
twist my arm.
Everybody. Every single one of my companions I am fucking. Even the bear.
Okay.
So
nice. Hell yeah. I was gonna ask.
We're getting there. Shout out Gail. Shout out Will. Shout out Karlak. Even though she's cool. She's also kind of my least favorite, but her combat is amazing. Also, I'm sorry. I know we're running really long. One last thing. There's a character in Baldur's Gate 3 who also sucks. She's a companion that you get. She's the very first one you meet. I don't know if you've seen her. She's the kind of like green alien looking one with like the weird nose and like the long hair.
Oh, I think I have seen. Yeah.
Her name's Lizelle.
Her name's Lizzo.
Lizelle. And you kind of get all your companions like in the first like 5-10 minutes of the game because you're all like in the same place. And I just somehow missed her. I just didn't pick her up. I didn't like look down this one like path to go get her. And so I was playing with every single other companion, and I was like, I guess she must like come later in the game. Okay. All right. So I'll just keep playing. And then eventually like, dude, like maybe 10 hours in, I finally encounter her again. And I was like, oh, here we go. And the game put her in a position to where she's with her kind and she's in a bit of a pickle because she's like, she needs to go with you, but they're kind of apprehending her. And then she tells you, she like telepathically tells you, just be quiet. Let me handle this. And it's like, okay, I let her do that. we engage in combat now. Like everybody's like it's us against them and we have to fight them. And they're just too powerful. They're way too powerful for me to kill at this point because they're crazy. So I was like, I guess I just must return to this section later in the game then when I'm more powerful. And so then when I do absolutely everything in Act 1, I go back to that section and she's dead on the floor.
No way.
She died. And it's a story death. I can't get her back. So that's just a companion that is forever erased from my game. And I was like, fuck.
Damn.
I guess I should, like, I didn't realize I had to pick her up way earlier. And like a part of it, like I'm of two minds about it. I think that's cool. I think that's super cool that the game allows you to just like, if you don't know any better, like, yeah, your companions will just die and then you can't get that. And like, that's just part of your story. That's just your D&D campaign, which by the way, the game is literally just D&D.
Right.
And it's like, that's awesome. But also I'm missing out on content now because all these companions have like in-depth side quests and like moments.
I'd be annoyed at that for sure.
Her fighting style is like really, really good too. She's very powerful. So I was like, I don't know. I can't go back because then I'd have to restart literally my entire game. So do I download a mod and revive her? But I'm like, nah, because she also kind of sucks. She's just mean. Like I looked it up and like apparently people are just like, yeah, she's like interesting, but like just I don't know, she's a bitch. So it's like whatever. So I let her go. Next playthrough, I'll be able to experience that more in depth, but. Yeah, I'm really enjoying it. I think I'm in Act 2 right now, and I'm just having a grand old time. Gonna be with this game for a very long time. So yeah,
hell yeah, love to hear it. You think I'll like it?
No.
Yeah.
I think you would really struggle to play this game. I think you'd appreciate the writing. I think eventually you would get the combat, but I think considering your time constraints right now, no.
Yeah.
And considering just kind of like how you feel, like what you like in an RPG, this is not what you would like in an RPG at all.
Okay.
And
interesting.
It's a shame, but it's also like, I don't know. Some games are for you, some games just aren't. And plus,
fair enough.
Also, if you did play it and you did like it, that would be surprising. Like that would that'd be cool. And like that'd be a way that you can get into CRPGs more proper because this game has really made me want to play the OG Divinity games, Divinity Original Sin and Divinity 2, as well as the old Baldur's Gates, dude. Holy shit, the lore in Baldur's Gate is really good. I did not give that franchise enough credit in regards of lore. But it's kind of spicy. Like I was like, I did not know your game, man. It's really, really cool. So yeah,
all right.
That's where
I mean, hey, watch the rest of the RPG video and tell me if you think differently after I have my come to Jesus moments. But nice. Yeah, that's awesome. Is where hopefully gonna have a couple new things next time we talk. I mean, I'm kind of stuck in the same place. You're gonna be playing Baldur's Gate for a while, so we'll see. But it was good to catch up after all of this.
It really was.
Yeah. All right, that's most of what we have here, but we have one final thing. Usually I have a little indie game that I want to shout out at the end, but Landen wanted to take this over and then forgot to write anything about it, but he does have the game in mind. So do you want to shout this out? I haven't
of course.
Actually seen the game that you're talking about.
So one game that I played in the middle of our hiatus was this game called Metal Garden. I saw Jacksepticeye playing this. Like I don't watch Jacksepticeye really all that often. Like there's eventually like I'll watch his like Bloodborne playthrough because it's just a fun way to experience Bloodborne without having to play it. But his video popped up in my feed randomly, and it was just like, this game's cool. You got to check this game out. Really striking visuals of this like very liminal space and these giant windmills. And it's like, you got me with the windmills. This looks cool. So I'm watching him play it, and it's really cool. So it's like $6 on Steam. I'm gonna check out Metal Garden, which is this indie game, first-person shooter, where you are just going through this strange, desolate, very desaturated gray world that's in this giant metal cube. Where like the cube is so huge, you look up and there's clouds. There's like a ecosystem. There's like trees growing and everything. There's a ship, And you have a double jump, you have a pistol, you have a shotgun, you have a sniper rifle, and a melee button, and you can slide, and you can fucking just totally wipe out squads. These like weird animal creatures that are just kind of like cannon fodder. While also experiencing probably one of the most interesting kind of vibes I've ever felt with a game before. The sense of progression is very, very interesting to where like you're walking down one path and you see that there's a vent you can go down, but also there's just the kind of dirt road over here. And you're like, fuck, I don't know which way to go. The vent seems like off the beaten path. I'll go to the vent. You go through the vent. The vent becomes this entirely like huge like industrial infrastructure that you have to like walk through. There's really strange puzzles. It's like Portal. It's like Portal puzzles to me, where like you walk into a room, there's just things hanging around, and it's like, all right, so I gotta get up there, but how do I get up there without, like there's no way to get up there, so there must be like a door, or like maybe I have to hit a lever or something, and then it rises up, and then you gotta power something, and then it's really, really interesting. Really very impressive, considering it was pretty much one person that made this game too. I know that he had some other people help him with mainly I think I saw that like the gun animations, which are very fluid. He had someone help him with that. I don't know if he got any other help, but pretty much it was the vision of one indie developer. And
is it like a fast-paced combat? Like,
yeah. The combat, it's like, it's floaty in the sense that like you can jump and then it takes a while for you to like kind of like fall down. And the enemies themselves, they're not very smart, but they can get you. Like they can get you if they overwhelm you at a certain point. But the feedback when it comes to like shooting these guys in the head is just really satisfying, and they ragdoll too, and they fall over, and it's very, very, very satisfying. I think I sent this game to you when I was playing it, and I was like, you need to check this game out. Yeah, I think you did.
Yeah.
And definitely I've only played it for 3 hours, finished it, really short, quick run time. Okay. If you just want a fun, cool, chill indie first person shooter to play, Metal Garden is your game. So
yeah, it was only like $6. I just checked. Yep. I didn't realize it was that short. I think I'm definitely gonna like get to this super soon. Actually, like there's nothing I love more than a short game, and it sounds super cool. So, yeah, if you guys are watching, put Metal Garden on your wish list or go buy it. Sounds really great.
At the very least, go buy it, dude. It's an indie developer, single, solo. Like, even if the idea of it sounds really cool, I understand money's tight right now. It's $6. Like, just you can go support a game.
Yeah.
But that's. Dude, fantastic.
Sweet. Oh my gosh, this thing keeps dying. That's twice now.
Yeah.
But yeah, that'll wrap it up for this video, this podcast episode. Glad to be back. Really hoping to be in like a more consistent cadence this year. We'll see how things go. Like I said, things are going to be probably a little bit shorter for the episodes, with this being the exception, I guess. But yeah. Let us know what your best and worst, like favorite games, least favorite games, different awards you would give out for the year. It would be really fun to see in the comments. If you're checking us out on Apple, on Spotify, or anything like that, make sure to rate and like send reviews. We've gotten a couple of nice ones, so really appreciate you guys. And Lenny, you got anything else to say before we wrap this up?
Give me your shittiest hot takes about the games of 2025. I want to review them. I want to roast you. We're going to pull them up. It's just like, give me the absolute most dog shit takes about Ghost Ayote. About
exactly.
Claire Obscure. Just give me.
What?
I want to hear the worst.
You give me your worst takes about Cyberpunk, since everyone thinks I'm so wrong about it. I know that didn't even come up close to this year, but fuck it, throw them out there. I want to see.
I think the slang is really dumb. I think choom is like a very forced slang, because when it comes to slang, you want it to be like. I haven't played Cyberpunk, but like I've watched.
Have you seen that? You haven't seen to that point in my video, because that's like
no, not yet.
That's so funny. This is like a whole point I make in my video.
Oh really?
Yeah, you're gonna love that part.
That's funny, man. Cool. Yeah, great minds think alike, man. No. If you call someone a chum, you should go kill yourself. But
That is so crazy, dude. There's a joke in there that's like, I never want to meet somebody who has unironically adopted the word chum into their vocabulary. Yeah, that's crazy.
Wow. That's awesome, man.
What a way to end it off on. All right, guys. Thanks for joining us. We'll see you next time.
Take care. Bye.
Take care.